Hello, everyone. Seems like we're having some issues with the Zoom. I apologize about that. How is everybody doing? Welcome, everyone, to the Holiday Healing Motivational Summit. So glad that everyone has joined me today. I will get those videos up and running for you in a few minutes. I'm so apologetic about that. But thank you guys for joining us. You are here. We have kicked off the Holiday Healing Global Motivational Summit. I'm so glad that you have joined us for this amazing and epic event today. We have a great lineup of speakers and performers who are going to be joining us. We are so excited. I see we have a lot of people still waiting to come in. This is really going to be an epic event. We have phenomenal performances lined up today. I'm going to see if we can get those videos back up and running for you. If you guys just bear with me, give me a few minutes. I think I'll be able to get it up and running. Just let me know if you're able to see my screen.
I don't see her now.
And everybody on screen, just make sure to mute yourselves. Everybody see that now?
A little.
Looks like it's not really working too well. All right, so we're not going to worry about that for now. I don't know why it's not working out too well. But again, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the Holiday Global Healing Motivational Summit. We are so glad to have you all with us today. You know, the holiday season is really just a wonderful time for myself. I have always loved the holiday season and everything that it has brought with me. But the holiday season was also a time for me where everything in my life was impacted and everything changed during the day after Thanksgiving in 2015, when I received the diagnosis of early onset Parkinson's. That was the day that I learned about my diagnosis. So it was really a life-changing event that happened during the holiday season for me, but it was also an important pivotal time in my life because it really taught me about learning about transforming my mind and the way that I was thinking, and being able to open my mind to understand that I had the power and control to change things around me and truly change the narrative of my story. And that's exactly what I began doing. So as I began inviting happiness and grace and accepting all these things into my life, I began to see things transforming around me in so many different beautiful ways. And I am so happy to be able to share this journey and story with all of you today. You know, all those beautiful moments that we experience, all those precious memories that we create become part of our hearts, and it becomes part of who we are as individuals. No matter what the adversities or the challenges are that we are facing, it is always possible to look within yourself, to find grace, to find the energy and the vitality to be able to move on, to be able to live healthy and happy, and to be able to invite some bliss and really some courageous bravery into your life. And that's exactly what I began doing. So the holidays to me was a little bittersweet, but it was also a very pivotal time in my life where I learned the true power of transformation and becoming a different person and evolving into becoming the person that I knew I could always be. So I'm so happy and blessed today to have this opportunity to bring with you all these beautiful speakers and performers who we have on today. And it's with great privilege that I invite the rest of the Empowering Minds team who's coming with me to host this beautiful event, Jenny Volino and Laura Rambrose.
Hello, happy to be here. I was just texting with Laura because what is a live summit without tech issues, right? So she's having trouble getting in. But I sent her the info, so hopefully she'll be joining us soon. But thank you so much again, Jen, for inviting me and the Empowering Minds team to join you in your virtual summit. You throw a great party, and I am just happy to be here and support in any way I can.
Yes, it's going to be, and we have like so many speakers and performers lined up. I really want to get that video going. I'm not sure why it's not working too well. So everybody would just bear with me. Just tell me what you're seeing. I know you guys are seeing my screen.
Just your screen. So it doesn't, for me at least on my phone, it doesn't
you just
play.
See
the music plays, but all I just see are all of your files.
So let's see. That's really interesting. Maybe if I
Yeah.
there, if I do that, it's going to be, and we have like so many speakers and performers.
I don't know if anyone else
I really
is
want to
seeing
get
it.
that
For me,
video
it's just your
going.
files.
I'm not sure why it's not working now.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes. Okay. I think it's about to start.
Yeah, likewise. I was just seeing the files until now. So it looks like you might have something started.
Is it good now?
I
Share
don't
your
hear
screen
anything,
again.
but
All right, let's try that one more time. Okay. All right, so let me know. Now, of course, there's always something going on here. How about now?
Share your screen.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this right now. Of course, we need to have some tech problems. Why not? This is all part of it, right? Okay. All right. So let me know. See it now? Now, of course, there's always something going on here. How about now?
Share your screen.
All right. I don't know what's going on, guys.
No.
Try those videos afterwards. All right, so
Let
no
Laura-
problem.
Let Laura in if you haven't already.
All right, so now we're gonna kick off it's working. We're just gonna kick off the. All right, let's just kick this off now. Let me just end all this. All right, so we're gonna have our first speaker come up, which is, we're gonna invite Cornell up. Everybody in? Are we all good? I'm not sure why we have like a double thing going on here.
Why don't you just shut it down?
Let me just see what's happening, guys. Is everybody good?
Yeah, it looks like Cornell and Laura are in.
yes.
Okay, we're good. I don't know what was going on there. We had some technical difficulties. I apologize. All right, so we are going to let our first speaker kick off the event for us, Cornell Bunting, who is an author and motivational speaker. Cornell, we are so happy to have you with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this beautiful, motivating, spiritual event. You know, I got to tell you, I have some friends that was really excited when they saw this, and they said, listen, we're gonna try our very best to log in to listen in. So we'll see what that looks like, you know. So I just want to thank you for having me on this beautiful holiday global healing motivational summit. I'm excited for everyone. My name is Cornell Bunting. Of course, you have seen before, I am a motivational speaker and also a published author. Let me get this noise in my background quiet down real quick. All right, I think I've gotten the noise under control. Okay, so what I would love to do this evening, you know, first of all, is really want to say blessings to all you guys that are on here this evening. You know, the world need more of us to just come out and help them understand how important they are, what that look like, their purpose, you know, words of encouragement. Because sometimes individuals just want to hear one or two things that will help them really find that spark to come out and talk about whatever their journey is, whatever that look like, and go from there, you know. So this evening I'm grateful to be among all the individuals that is on this event this evening, and you know, I'm really excited. So I wanted to go into my piece and kind of take you guys on a journey a little bit. So, and then also, I don't know if any of you guys have got a chance to read my book, Escaping the Darkness, Using Adversity to Find Purpose. If you have not, I would suggest after this piece, you guys go and check it out. So first, I want to thank Jennifer and her team for having me on this platform. I want to also say, you know, I'm grateful to my ES team for believing in the vision that we have, the mission for the young minds. And today I want to talk about how I use my adversities to find purpose. I know that life is about one thing above all else, and that's purpose. The one who has found his or her purpose, I can say life is beautiful. For the one who is living devoid of purpose, life can be intolerable hell. But understand this, guys. When adversity comes to a purpose without purpose, life will seem pointless. When adversity comes to a purpose with purpose, when adversity comes to a person with purpose, life will take on a special meaning. I want you guys to understand that purpose reframes adversity, and adversity comes to us all. And I want you guys to know that sometimes it does come in little droplets. And at other times, it's like the floodgates have opened. You know, I would say that we fear that we will be consumed, maybe drowned, whatever that looks like, because adversity is an equal opportunity destroyer. It does not care if your color is white or blue. I want you guys to understand that a wise person cannot reason their way around it.
Because his camera's on.
The strong.
On the Zoom.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Cornell, but we can't see you. Do you have your thing off?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let me look here.
Yeah, but we can't see you.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Sorry,
you have,
guys.
Yeah. There we go.
Can you guys see me? I don't even see myself. I don't know where.
I think we're seeing. I'm seeing you now.
I could see you.
You guys can see me. Okay. Yes. So I apologize for that, guys. I really, I'm still trying to see where I'm at, but it's okay. From you guys can see me, I'm good. Yes? Okay. So, you know, with what I was talking about on the different individuals that can't necessarily outsmart adversity, you know, like me talking about the wise person, and then also talking about how a strong person can fight their way through that, or a rich person cannot buy their way out of it. I want you guys to understand that adversity will come to everyone in various ways and different degree. You know, your challenges, mine, you know, is simply to let your purpose guide you through adversity. The greatest thinker of our time have taught us to use the power of purpose to overcome the greatest obstacles. For me, I understand that adversity is not strong enough to destroy me unless I surrender to it. And I want you guys to understand that, you know, let's say you're lost, right? Or, you know, you're trying to wade through deep waters or whatever that is, you know. The fires of adversity and trauma are not strong enough to consume you, you know. So if you can discover your purpose, while your purpose may not be clear to you at the moment, you must remember that it was determined long before this current crisis, whatever that crisis is that you're going through. Understand your path is being carved for you before you took your first breath. You know, you may have been living unaware of the divine interventions that, you know, have led you to maybe one great thing that have give life or your life that meaning, right? For me, I feel like sometimes adversity is needed to remind us of our purpose. And other times, adversity can be like the vehicle that clarifies our purpose, right? This, I would say, for me, my experience, you know, when everything was taken from me, you know, when I faced heartbreak and adversity and was in a dark place, you know, that was actually where I found my purpose. And I got to tell you guys, adversity ushered in the light that helped me to escape from the dark, because I really was in a dark place when I was in jail, and I was in there for 10 months. You know, one of the thing I found, because I was reading a lot of the Bible stuff, and in the Bible there's this book called Isaiah, and in it there's a piece in Isaiah that talks about how you will discover a pathway through the wilderness and water in the desert. You will be renewed and refreshed as you see a way through the deep waters. And you will see that the fires of adversity burn up all that does not serve you. And this imagery is rich with power and promise. You know, the reference to the desert is made again and again throughout literature, right? But it's not just the desert that is present in these ancient texts, right? It is the juxtaposition of the desert and the river, you know, the desert and the sea, the desert and plentiful water, right? You know, this imagery seeks to open our mind to the possibility that even in the most unusual place, amazing things can happen. Even in the desert, we can find places of abundance. Even in the darkness, we can find the light. For me, even in jail, which was where I found my purpose, that is actually the place that actually connected the dots for me. And I got to say, you know, our job is to have the faith to believe that a path will be made for us in the darkest desert and through the wilderness of adversity. I discovered the path meant for me, right? After months in darkness of this jail cell, you know, the light of my purpose shone through for me to see. I discovered that I am a storyteller. And when I was on a journey, this was a time when like I was in South Africa. I was in Johannesburg and my team decided to take me over to Soweto. They wanted me to see Nelson Mandela's house. And I met this elder, and this elder said, you know, you are meant for something more. You will inspire others. You will bring light to darkness through the power of your stories. And with that, it really had me in somewhat of a mindset of thinking on what would that look like, you know? And he said to me, have you ever heard of the story about this farmer that had acres of diamonds? And I said, no. He said, look it up. He never even told me about the story. And I did. And so I learned about this story of an African farmer who listened to the tales about other farmers who had made millions by discovering diamond mines. The tales got the farmer attention so bad that he could hardly wait to sell his farm and go prospecting for diamond himself. He sold his farm and spent the rest of his life wandering the African continent, searching unsuccessfully for the gleaming gem that brought such high price in the market of the world. And finally got worn out. And in a fit of despondency, he literally threw himself into a river and drowned himself. The man that had bought the farm happened to be crossing a small stream on the property one day when he saw like this bright flash of blue and red light from the stream, right? So he bent over, and when he bent over to pick up the stone, it was good size stone. And it was so admiring to him that he actually brought it back to his house, put it on his fireplace mantle as an interesting curiosity, right? So several weeks later, like one of his friends, you know, they came to the house, picked up the stone, looked closely at it, and it was like, he was like, do you know what you found here? And the farmer said, no, you know, I just, you know, I thought it was a piece of crystal, you know, and his friend says, no, you found one of the largest diamonds ever discovered. The farmer had trouble believing that, you know, and he told his friend that his creek was full of such stones, you know, a lot in smaller sizes and all these different things. And that really, the sprinkled generosity throughout the what this creek looked like, it was just amazing. But think on the farmer who first had this farm and had sold it that he might find diamond mines. It turned out that he had the richest mine in the entire African continent. Imagine if the first farmer who he owned this free and clear, he had all this. He had acres of diamonds. He sold that farm for practically nothing to look for diamonds elsewhere. The moral is clear. If the first farmer had only taken the time to study and prepare himself to learn what diamonds look like in their rough state, and to thoroughly explore the property he had before looking elsewhere, all of his wildest dreams would have come through. The thing about this story has so profoundly affected millions of people is the idea that each of us is, at this very moment, standing in the middle of our own acres of diamond. If we only had the wisdom and patience to intelligently and effectively explore our corners of the world and ourselves, we would most likely find the riches we seek, whether they be financial or intangible or both. You know, I would say true wisdom is to know yourself. And when Socrates had pinned those words over, I want to say 2,000 years ago, it was for a play in which one character uttered the iconic line to another, insisting that he should consider his place and purpose in the universe. It's easy to say, but tough to do. Yet it is a necessary step if you plan to live your purpose. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you do not know and what your limits are. It may seem nonsensical to suggest that people should know themselves. Doesn't everyone already know themselves? The answer is a resounding no. Sadly, most people don't know themselves and repeat the same destructive patterns that bring them unhappiness. The path to peace are lost to them because they have not done the deep introspective work required to know exactly who they are and exactly what they want. But who could blame them? The plunge into our psyches is a scary trip. You know, your soul is a scary place, which lies your hurts, pain, and disappointments. Looking deep within, you may discover the things about you that you dislike the most. You know, your flaws, you know, your inconsistencies, your fears, your lies, and, you know, we're not going to leave out your defeats. But I can say we all have a monster, maybe two living inside of us. But we have to slay those dragons if we expect to find the treasures that lie deep below the surface. The good news is that when you embark on the journey to know yourself, in addition to all of the things you dislike or fear, you will find all of the great things that make you who you are. Your skills, gifts, and talents are buried treasures that must be unhurted, to take you to the next level of life. In the business world, interviewers call these strengths and weaknesses. We've all had to answer that difficult and surprisingly intrusive question when we are asked to list what is great about us and what may present a challenge for a future employer, right? Like, you know, few people probably comfortable with, you know, how they sound singing. You know, there's a few to it that you look at and you said, okay, they have the answer to the question if they want to get that job, right? So they do, right? And, you similarly to this, we do not want to reveal to a total stranger the elements of our personality that we dislike or hide. So instead, we come up with an answer that is neither truthful nor revealing to make it through the interview. But we know that some place inside of us need to be exposed to the light. While we don't want to expose them in an interview during our own time of stillness and quiet, we can look at those questions and answer them honestly. The process of self-discovery is not an easy one. It is the most difficult thing you will experience. This is not about who you are now. I can say, and this might sound harsh, I don't care about who you are. The real question is who and what you are destined to be. One way to start is to answer this question, and listen me carefully. What can I create in the world that would never have existed without me? The answer might be a song, a chair, a book, a game, a hairstyle, a company, a school, an orphanage, a charity, baked goods. What you think of anything that is being created and humans turn it into in demand. Think of this. The truth is, it doesn't matter. The point is to lay your hands on something that will never come into the world without your involvement. We live in a culture where people say, love yourself, take care of yourself, be yourself. It seems as if we want to love ourselves, but we struggle to find something about ourselves that is truly lovable. We are trapped in circles of self-depreciation, comparison to others, and chronic complaining. We don't look good enough. We don't weigh the right amount. So ribs and muscles aren't in the spots we want them. We aren't married to the right person. Our children don't behave as we want. We don't live where we want. We don't live how we want. Some people live their dreams. Other people spend money to watch those people who are living their dreams. And understand this, it's quite a paradigm shift. Every time we sit down to watch a basketball game, a movie, a television show, or a concert, we are watching someone's blood, sweat, and tears come to fruition. We pay for all the important look into their life, but the performance is only a tiny part of it. Sure, celebrities and wealthy people live lavish life, and I can see that. They take expensive vacation, wear the finest clothes, and live in the lap of luxury, but they pay a high internal price for the millions of dollars they earn. For some, the price is too high and ends in drugs overdose, alcohol poisoning, or suicide. But for others, they are high on life, doing what they love to do, being where they want to be. 9 hours in the studio is not drudgery for them, it's heaven. Hitting 1,000 golf balls for a professional golfer is like a trip to the amusement park. The real question is, are you living your life or are you watching others live theirs? You need to have a 360-degree view of your life. Here is how I see it. The past give you experience, wisdom, and perspective. The present should bring you peace, purpose, and contentment. The future is meant to provide hope, ambition, and excitement. Together, all three perspectives help you to be the best person you can be, with an outlook on life that is always hopeful, content, and expectant. Dreams that don't come to fruition can bring disappointment, but our limited vision for the future can never compete with God's all-knowing perspective. As we yield ourselves to him, we can be certain that he is still lovingly directing our steps, even when we don't see the path ahead. And you can find that, of course. Like I said, I read a lot of the Bible in the jail, so that you can find in Proverbs. I think it's Proverbs 16:9 that says, this is how did I come to know myself. And I want you guys to understand, how did I find my purpose? My journey to jail, spending 10 months behind bars, helped me to live the story of how adversity helped me to find my purpose. How I escape a dark place, an only place. A fly helped me find the light. And now I can say, you can too. I'm Cornell Bunting, and I yield the mic.
Wow, Cornell, what a powerhouse. What an amazing, amazing talk. Thank you so much for that. That was truly, truly inspiring, Cornell. Your story, every time I hear it, truly inspires me. But I think today was just above and beyond. Thank you so much. And, you know, you're doing some great work, and you have truly brought the power to us this morning as we're kicking off the Holiday Healing Motivational Summit. That was truly, truly just inspiring my heart and brought some love and compassion. And your story is really one of willpower and courage, which is what it's all about, and building that resilience. And I love every part of what you said and how you are helping us to maintain that level of courage and resilience and inspiration. So thank you for that wonderful, wonderful talk. Everyone, that's Cornell Bunting, a published author and a motivational speaker. Thank you so much. So I think I need a redo. So I'm gonna have to try this video intro one more time, because we had some technical difficulties and I really want to play this video. So if you guys just bear with me, I think I'm going to get it through this time, but let's just see, okay? Can you guys see that? Yes?
Yes, I can see it. Yes.
All right. I think we're getting there then. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, it works. It's good.
I'm at a happy place in my life every living day. Happy place in my life every living day. A happy place in my life every living day. I'm at a happy place in my life, and it can't change. No way. And I just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, I will never ever change. I'm at a happy place everywhere I go. I'm at a happy place, never ever change. I'm at a happy place everywhere I go. I'm at a happy place. So when you see me rocking with my friends, it's just a love, it's just a vibes on the ends. And when you see me rocking by myself, tell them it's no false pretense, so me tell them. And when you see the liquor in me head, me live my life like it's no problem. And anybody who fight with me, tell them me only a love for them. That's why I will never ever change. I'm at a happy place everywhere I go. I'm at a happy place, never vibes away, that's why I will never ever change. I'm a happy place everywhere I go. I'm a happy place, never ever change. I'm a happy place everywhere I go. I'm a happy so take a bounce to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, every vibes to the rhythm, wine to the rhythm, we go pump to the rhythm, drink to the rhythm, everything with the rhythm. Hey, so take a bounce to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, every vibes to the rhythm, wine to the rhythm, we go pump to the rhythm, drink to the rhythm, everything to the rhythm. Cause I'm at a happy place in my life every living day. Happy place.
All right, I got my video going. So I had to do that because that is one of my favorite songs, and I am inviting all of you to be in your happy place tonight at the Holiday Global Healing Motivational Summit. It's all about inviting the bliss, the happiness, the peace, the serenity, the resilience, the courage, the hope, the bravery, everything all packaged in one. I'm feeling better now that I got my technical difficulties out of the way and I'm ready and I'm motivated now. So we're ready to go and kick it off. My Empowering Minds team, how are you ladies doing?
That was awesome. And I love Cornell's talk. There was a lot of golden nuggets in there. And I just wanted to say about his talk, like backtracking a little bit, we can be our own worst critic, right? So we have to do that work, that inner work. And a lot of people, or many people, don't want to do that. They don't want to walk through the mud, you know, like, and go through the highs and lows, the ups and downs, like to get to that happy place, right? So it is so important that we do that work, you know, because self-awareness is the first step towards change. So everything he said in there, 100% agree. Thank you so much, Cornell, for sharing your wisdom with us.
Yes, it was so beautiful, so beautiful.
Yes.
I know we have all of our beautiful speakers and performers. I'm so excited about tonight. It's going to be a phenomenal event. My next speaker is a very special speaker, very near and dear to my heart. She's actually my daughter, Vishana Maharaj, and she is going to be talking a little bit today about why she's so inspired and motivated during the holidays. And I'm going to pass the mic along to her. So I'm going to be switching seats with her. Come on over, Vishana. It's all yours.
Hi, I'm Shoshana and I'm 9 years old. I'm going to be showing you what inspires me to do my art. What inspires me to do my art is my sister and all my friends at school. Some of my artwork I drew, and I like to put different motivational writing in my artwork. I like to draw hearts a lot and just different kind of lines, and then make them into different designs. Some of the artwork is also in my mommy's book.
So for those of you that don't know, Vishana and Valana were the illustrators of my new book, Mommy's Using Her Superhero Powers, which was very motivating. So she wants to tell you about the illustrations in the book because they illustrated the entire book. Very proud of them. You can start that one. So she wants to talk about her illustrations. She did such a good job. So this one is supposed to be actually me.
I drew that one.
That's mommy as a superhero. So, you know, Vishana loves drawing and she finds in drawing to be really inspiring and motivating to her, especially during the holiday time. She loves to draw and she's actually playing the viola.
I like to draw with the Sharpie and I outline it with the Sharpie and it makes it look cool with the colors.
She likes to draw with the Sharpie. Very cool. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Vishana. What a beautiful share. Thank you to Vishana. My other daughter, Valana, got a cold feet and didn't want to share today. So we'll give her a pass for this one. But I hope everyone's enjoying the summit so far. So we do have a special musical performance I hope I'm not gonna have problems playing this video, but let's see if I can get it up and running from one of our special performers, Emile Fortune, straight from Trinidad and Tobago. And I know it's going to be an amazing, amazing performance. Let me just get it up and running for everybody. Okay, so I have it up here. So unfortunately, Emile couldn't be with us in person, but he definitely wanted me to share this amazing video. Oh, is that not it?
That's the wrong thing.
Let's see, here we go. Enjoy this from Emile all the way from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh, come thou rod of Jesse, free thine own from Satan's tyranny, from depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory over the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come thou day spring from on high, and carry us by thy drawing nigh. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to fly. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come to thee, O Israel. to be always right there. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come to be always right there. Oh, come thou Key of David, come and open wide our heavenly home that leads on high, and close the path of misery. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come to be always right there. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come to be always right there. Has come to be always right there. Has come to be always by He has come to thee, always by.
Amazing. That was so beautiful. That was the voice and the skills of Emile Fortune from Trinidad and Tobago. Ramona knows, everybody who's on here knows he's an amazing performer. He was on here for our last summit and he just totally captivated the audience. We have some more of him coming up later on as well, so I cannot wait to see what else he has to bring to the table. Now it is with great pleasure and honor that I introduce our next speaker. So we're going to have a little switch. Mary, I know you were going to be next, but Kendall asked if you could just be moved up really quickly. So Kendall Myers, one of my favorite speakers, growth empowerment coach and global motivational speaker, ready to hit the stage. He's one of our rising stars. He's truly inspiring. Kendall, it's all yours.
Hello, beautiful people. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. I always appreciate you. And like I told you, we're going to always be connected together. Whenever you have, I'm jumping to it. I'm just blessed to be with all these wonderful, wonderful innovators. And innovators is just people that step out on their purpose and believe in themselves and know that they want to help people and their why is always bigger than them. I have a question for everybody. What is you being held back from? What are you being held back from? A lot of these things that we go through in life, it put us in a state of mind where it controls us. And so today I want to speak about forgiving and growing. Forgiving and growing is always easier and said than done. Sometimes we just got to flush it down the toilet. Sometimes we just got to look in the mirror and wave it away. Sometimes we just got to take that walk to reminisce and think about the situation that we was in to figure out where do we need to go with this. One of my most inspiring people, one of the persons that made me even step out on faith and become a speaker, somebody that I listen to every day, that I actually was personally mentored by, Les Brown. he is one of the reasons why I want to speak about forgiveness and growing. You know, Les Brown has a million stories, but it's one special story in his life at a young age where he wanted to make a difference, but things went wrong. For who don't know Les Brown, he was adopted as an infant and lived with his mother, Mamie Brown. And he had a vision. Just because of the love that she showed him, he wanted to buy her house. And he promised her that. So as soon as he made his first 6 figures, guess what he did? He went to go buy her a house. He went to the lawyer. The lawyer asked him to make sure there's no lien on the house. And he asked the guy, he said, you know, just because you wanted to buy this house for your mom, I want to give it to you. It's somebody that came with more money than you, but just because of the reason that you want to buy the house, I'm going to give it to you. And he asked him, is there a lien on it? He said no. So he finally moved in, get all settled, and got a call. A guy told him he had to come up with $60,000. $60,000 in a month. He said, no, give me 60 days. Give me 60. Give me 90. Give me 6 months. No, you got 30 days or you have to get out. He went to the lawyer and said, I can't believe this happened. He said, Les, you got suckered. So as he went to the side of his mother's bed, getting ready to tell her the bad news, guess what she said? It's okay, baby. Long as we got each other, we good. I didn't like the house anyway. He said, Mama, you didn't like the house. I thought you did. Only reason she liked the house because he liked the house. And as they had to move back to their roast-infested house back in Miami, Florida, he had his head down, moving, feeling like a joke, feeling like a clown. But his mother told him again, lift your head up, Leslie. Long as we got each other, we are going to be okay. He did not let that situation, that financial hole, that financial burden stop him. Of course he was angry, but he had to forgive and grow. And look where he's at now. The first person to break the barrier for minorities and African Americans to be on platforms like this, sharing their story, sharing where they come from. And that just reminded me of a personal story of myself. 8 years ago, when I lost my father to stage 4 lung cancer, one of the hardest things I ever went through. When I went back to school, one of my roommates packed his stuff up and took some of my stuff with him. He took my father's gold watch that he gave me right before he passed. That was the moment in my mind when I snapped. I was hurt. I was enraged. I was sad. I was depressed. I couldn't trust nobody. I was somewhere that I didn't know too many people. Just my little amount of friends just being there 2 years. I had to learn how to control my emotions. Like I said, forgive and growing is always easier said than done. So I knew this was going to be a challenge. The number one reason why I was able to forgive, because of the man above. I was able to truly give my life to him in that time, but it still was not easy. I truly never been so mad a day in my life like that moment. It's not about the watch. It's the principle that it was my father's. And too many people don't know this. A couple months later, guess who I seen walking out of the cafeteria? Yes, my roommate. it was so many things going in my mind. I wanted to go crazy. Let's be transparent here. But my maturity and my spirituality and the route that I was going, you cannot let a temporary emotion set you in doing something that will be permanent. Think about so many people that's locked up right now. A lot of people are locked up from just blacking out, having a snap moment. Now they behind bars. And every time they wake up behind bars, they saying to themselves, just that moment, I went blank. I don't know what happened. Why did I have to do that? All I had to do was not do that. We have to get to a point of our life where we can control our emotions without our emotions controlling us. We got to know how to home into that. Got to know how to use our emotions right or wrong. If I would allow their watch to take me to a place that I didn't need to go, no telling what that effect would have done to me. This guy was from Alabama, the school in the state that I went to. No telling if I would have fought him, he would have had more people fight me afterwards. So I had to think smart. That don't make me afraid. That don't make me scary. That don't make me weak. It makes me a man. So as every man and woman listens to this, we have to learn how to forgive and grow. Forgiving is the key to our success. We cannot allow these emotions to make us somebody we don't want to be. It takes away from our future. It takes away from our family. It takes away from the path of where you are heading, the path that you on now. We have to make a choice today to stand up and believe in ourselves. We are great as people. We are all unique as people. No, you are not weird. You are just different because God created all of us differently. All of us to be different. And we all have paths. We all have hardship. Nobody that came out of the womb to be in this earth, walk this earth without one hardship. I don't care how much money you have. Your family might not support you like that. You might not have the resources. You might not be in an area that's healthy for you. Everybody has hardship. I remember just a couple days ago, the job that I work in is a incontinent product and urinary product. So that's like bed pads, diapers, and catheters. I process orders for different customers. So I call them and see if they need an order for the next weeks. I called this lady and asked her, hey, would your son is your son ready for his order this month? She said no. I said, do you want me to call you back next month or next week to check up? She said, no, we're not gonna be ordering no more. My son passed on Thanksgiving. I didn't know what to say. I really wanted to pour into her heart and put positivity in her heart, but all I can say was, with me being at work, I'm sorry for your loss. You take care. And I was just curious of how old her son was. Her son was 8 years old. 8 years old. And that's still weighing on me. I didn't know her. I didn't know her son. But one thing I do know, an 8-year-old is not here to live out his dreams. An 8-year-old is not here to graduate middle school. An 8-year-old is not here to play with his friends anymore. An 8-year-old is not here to have the experience to live on his own and work his first job. So why should Les Brown care about him having a lien, his mother house having a lien on it? Why should I care about my father, somebody taking my father's watch? An 8-year-old is not here anymore. I take heed to that. We are blessed to wake up this morning. So this is why it is important to forgive and grow, because it's not too many people here no more that's able to grow and live their dreams out. So as Cornell was speaking on, purpose. What is your purpose? What's holding you back? It's not your past holding you back, it's yourself. Because you haven't digged in deep enough. But let me tell you something special. You woke up today, that means you have a new day to fix what was broken. You have a new day to tap into your incredible strength. You have a new day to celebrate life, to celebrate your dreams, to celebrate your passions, to celebrate your family. Even this week alone for me, it has not been easy, but an 8-year-old lost his life. I have a lot to live for, as well as you do. And waking up is the first thing to live for. I am Mr. Overcomer. Every mountain that I come across, I get over, and I also show people the path over the mountain. It's time to step up. Y'all stay blessed and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.
Wow, of course, Kendall, another amazing share. Thank you so much. Everything that you said was just, oh my God, just so amazing. And as usual, you always bring the fire. You are a truly an empowering speaker. Did you tell everybody how old you were? I don't remember if you said that.
I actually didn't this time. Surprised. I was just so, uplifted, by the moment. I am 28 years old.
Yes, you're so young and so inspiring. And it just amazes me every time you open your mouth and speak, and how you spoke about purpose and passion. It so resonates with me. Empowering Minds team, Jenny Bellino and Laura Ambrose, what did you guys think about that wonderful, amazing talk?
Yes, amazing talk. Thank you so much. That was powerful. I mean, it is so important to count our blessings, and like you said, waking up first thing in the morning is something to be thankful for. So that, I know that tugged on my heartstrings, knowing that, this is a hard time for some people, the holidays, when you're supposed to be with your family, with loved ones, creating memories, and knowing that there's a mother now that will never look at Thanksgiving the same because she had lost her 8-year-old is something that is so sad. So yes, definitely great message. Please, everyone, count your blessings and be happy with the life that you have and the people in your life, and never take any of that for granted, for sure.
Yeah. And Ramona, I know you've heard Kendall speak so many times. Wasn't this an amazing share that he had today?
OMG. Absolutely. As usual, every time he speaks with passion, conviction, and it definitely, anything and everything that he speaks on, any topic, resonates with you. He's so personable, so real, so genuine, so authentic when he speaks. So he speaks from his heart as well, which is very moving. So that's something that I definitely, and I always share with him and tease him in a way that I say, every time you speak, Kendall, I actually hear your mentor. So the mentor, as he mentioned, he's mentored by Les Brown, and he just reminds me of a little mini Les Brown's just starting out speaking.
See, there you go. That's a good one.
So yes. So I definitely always enjoy hearing Kendall speak. He's very powerful and impactful speaker. So yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Always enjoy that. So thank you.
Thank you, Kendall, for that amazing, amazing share. You spoke a lot about passion. Oh, you guys gotta see my shirt. So this is my new shirt. Purpose, passion, and persistence are the 3 P's that I live by. And Kendall spoke a little bit about that. So that was perfect.
Love it. Love it.
I need that shirt, Jen. I need
Yes,
that.
this is one of my designs from JM Designs. Everybody gotta go pick it up. But I wore it specifically today because these truly are the 3 P's that I live by. Purpose, passion, and persistence. It's what has gotten me it was my saving grace for so many years. It has helped me to get through a lot of what I've been going through with the challenges of my diagnosis and everything thereafter. I truly believe that if you live life with full passion, you find your purpose and you're just persistent in that every single day, such as Kendall and Cornell so far. You just can't go wrong. So you guys are proving me right so far. And with that, I am just so honored to introduce the next speaker. She is near and dear to my heart. She's one of my biggest supporters. She is a super mom. She is a boss babe. She is just an amazing, inspirational woman. Mary Farkas, I'm so happy to have you with us today. Oh, and you have cute little Desi with you. We're so excited.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I hope you guys are getting as motivated as I am. And yes, this is my son. He's my biggest flex. He's actually 8 years old. So Kendall's share was just really hit home. And the value of life and time and seconds is so important. And Cornell was amazing. So I'm loving this so far. And I'm so happy and blessed to be a part of this. I am Mary Kim Farkas. And so a little bit about me, if you don't know me yet, I am a mom of an 8-year-old boy with Down syndrome. I'm also a boss mom. I'm co-founder of the Keepsy. I also am a multi-abuse survivor turned champion. When I was 12 years old, I woke up that morning to babysit my neighbors before school started. And I learned within a few hours that my mom gained her wings and my dad gained handcuffs. And with that, at the young age of 12, I realized how valuable life is. And in any second, it can change. At that time, I didn't know the impact of that. What I did learn during that time, based on the adults around me and how they acted and reacted, was that life moved on and we just went status quo and picked up our stuff and literally life went on. And so I lived my life that way. And through that, becoming ward of the state at the age of 12 and all the different dynamics that may come with that did come with that, I always questioned my faith. I always questioned, why is this happening? What is going on? Like, hasn't there been enough? Why? And in my late 20s, I had a really good close friend who was going through an experience that I went through. And she had really close cousins and friends. But because I experienced this situation, she asked me to be with her and support her that weekend. And during that weekend, being able to hold my friend's hand, support her, talk to her, because I've experienced it, I was able to get my purpose, and my why was answered in that weekend. And at that moment, I looked back on all the things that I witnessed before that and had to go through. And I received that was my purpose, not only to learn the lesson of the stuff that I've had to conquer and work through and muscle through, but also to take that lesson, be the person behind that lesson, and be able to share it to people who I come across who may be able to use that lesson. So that's when I understood my purpose. So part of why I'm sharing that, you get to know a little bit about me, but also because it's a Holiday Global Healing and Motivational Summit, I know I have a big family, that holidays can be sometimes challenging with family, friends, and especially this past year, 2 years of the pandemic. There's been studies to be pandemic brain. So if you've never had, which is bouts of depression, grief, like so what, you know, people who may have gotten sick, losses, all these different dynamics we've had to deal with and manage and figure out, but then we may still be in this space. And this holiday not only brings being able to celebrate with people, but also, you know, we may remember that empty chair. And so I just want to share with you a little bit some tools that's helped me manage my life that can maybe help you through this journey, through this holiday, and carry you forward to the new year. So, and it's with my Mary Kim. So I have 7 tips to share. So the first one, M, is mindset. For me, our mind is so powerful. It's so fragile at the same time because it protects us when we go through traumatic situations. But at the same token, it is so powerful because we, as long as our mind is healthy, we have the power within us to set our mind. And every day I wake up and I have my morning routine, which includes that, you know, piggybacking off what Kendall said, when God wakes me up every day. I have not had an alarm clock for over 20 years. And every day, I'm literally so thankful that I get to spend another day on this earth, that I have my purpose is not complete yet. And I get to live. So grateful for, I mean, outside of my son, that I'm breathing, that I have food in my belly, and there's a roof over my head. And those are the 3 things I've been teaching my son since he was born. You know, that be thankful that you have a roof over your head, love in your heart, and food in your belly. Because sometimes on some days, that's all you can manage to think about. And so I sit down in gratitude. I listen to gospel music. You can also listen to meditation music or speaking. I also set my day up. I take out my journal, I grab my cup of coffee or my tea, most times it's coffee, and I set up the day, I plan out the day, and then I'm set. All that stuff that's been going in my head is on paper, and I can get about my day in a positive mindset. So that's the first thing. The other thing I want to suggest is A for M-A, as in Mary, is accept grace. Not only for yourself, of what you may be going through, of what you had to overcome this past year, what lies ahead, your goals going forward, but accept grace for the people around you, especially if you're in gatherings. I don't know if you're like me, but I have some family members who are elder, and I respect them, but they are who they are, and we have to accept them for who they are. Accept grace that they're just managing their life just as much as we are, and they were not taught, a lot of them were not taught tools to manage things, manage past, manage emotions. So just give them grace, give yourself grace. And the other thing is aspire. I really try hard every day, and I tell my son the same thing, that aspire to be better than you were yesterday. It's not about what that person's doing or your neighbor's doing or your best friend or the person on social media. It's you. We are all unique in our own person and our own person. That's why our fingerprints are only match ours. You have unique abilities, and so just aspire. Just be better than yesterday. And yesterday, if you had a crappy day, you know, today you can have a great day. Because every day, the sun is out, and you wake up, it's a new start and a new beginning. R, reaction have the power to react and respond based on how we want to, one, show up, or how we want to receive or not soak in the energy of somebody else. So reaction and response is our responsibility for ourselves, to ourselves. And why? Your journey. Embrace your journey wherever you have been and what you had to go through or muscle through your life to today. Find your purpose, pick out your why, and carry it in your back pocket. Not only will it show you that what you can overcome going forward of anything that comes your way, you may come across a friend or a stranger that you can relate to and share your experience with this person. So I really highlight and wish that everyone can find their journey, live in your journey, embrace it, because the good, bad, and different made you who you are today. And that's a beautiful thing. K, be kind. Be kind of your journey. Be kind to yourself. Be kind of, if you got mad at someone and you blew up and, you yelled, or that, you weren't happy about the way you looked that day, or you got angry in a traffic stop or whatever, just be kind to yourself. It's been, life is challenging enough. but it's been extra challenging this last almost 24 months. Invest in your feelings. I'm a big component that when the feelings show up, if you're really sad and you need to cry over a lost loved one, or cry over a broken heart, be angry, I believe, and it's worked for me, this is why I'm sharing that when I actually sit in that space of that feeling, I allow it to process, allow it to move through me, and I'm able to pick myself up and move forward without having that weight of that feeling of that anger or that hurt in me. And what I found when I did not do that, it did not serve me well. It did not serve me well in my mind or in my health. So invest in your feelings and also be intentional. Be intentional of how you show up, what you allow in your space, and how you want to live your life. You have the power to choose to be intentional about your life and your loved one's life. That is your power. Me. The last one is me, is you matter. So be sure during this holiday and every day, at least do something for you that you enjoy, whether it's self-care, self-love, a cool, like a drink that you like to have, a book you like to read, music you love to dance to. Be sure at least once a day you take the time for yourself to take care of yourself and laugh at least once a day. That's my tips. I also, if you want a list of these tips, you can go to my Instagram, Mary Confarkas, and just type up holiday in my DM and I will send you my tips. And also my special, it's a Breeze Bailey's, homemade Bailey's, which I love having in my coffee during this time. It's so good. You can have it with your coffee or without, but I'll give you that recipe. And my morning routine. So I will share that with all of you if you just want to hit me up that way. And that's it. Anything else, Dee? My son can't wait to get back to his tablet. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying this summit, taking something out of it. I'm so honored to be part of it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and like this coming year is going to be a really good year. Thank you so much. I'm Mary Confarkas.
Mary, I love it, love it, love it. So amazing. And cute Desi, he's so amazing. I love it. Everything that you said was just resonated so much with me. I love the journaling. I always journal a lot too. I've been telling people too, I've been doing my podcast. So sometimes instead of journaling, I actually just talk about my feelings in my podcast. Sometimes I release it and publish it. Sometimes I don't. But it's okay because at least I get my feelings out in a healthy way. And I love that. And I love you said just be in the moment and be yourself. And you talked about purpose and passion too. So you see my shirt is fitting in today.
I love it. Where are the other shirts?
Yes, you have my other shirt on. You know what? I bought the wrong color shirt of the Empowering Mind. That's why I didn't wear mine. But everybody's got my shirts on. So that means everybody's got to go pick up a shirt from JM Designs.
Yes.
But I love it. And, you know, we recently had a reading where Desi wrote a book and he read to us and it was amazing.
He's done 2 more since then.
Oh, he's a published author. We're so proud of him.
Yes, yeah, I'm definitely gonna, and he illustrated it too. He wanted no stickers. He's like, just color, markers, and crayons, and construction paper. Please leave my shirt on. And yeah, no stickers. So yeah, we're gonna figure out how to publish all of them. So that means
nice. Well, we're so proud of Desi and Mary. You know what? I think the world of you. You're an amazing, inspirational person, and I so adore you. Thank you for your support. And thank you for being here tonight at the Holiday Healing Motivational Summit. We appreciate you. So
thank you, Jennifer. I adore you, and I appreciate you so much. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So with that, we're going to keep it moving, everyone. You know, I try to mix it up. So part of what I love to do is add a little music, a little dance, because healing is all about all these things, motivating and inspiring. Music inspires and heals me in so many ways. So I cannot wait to hear this next performer. It is a great pleasure to introduce Stay at Home Dad. Take it away. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna do a couple songs for y'all. Hopefully everyone enjoys them. You ready? Yeah. We're about to run it. Which one's going first? Instead of that, I'm gonna do a couple of ditties for y'all tonight. Yeah.
She called me come over. She died being sober. So I come through to do what I do. And I'll boast for you while we watch cartoons. She getting too comfortable. She hints how she want me so. But I got a wife and kids at home. And there's lines that I won't cross. Cause you know cigarettes up in a handbag, Motorola in a handbag. She snapping pics up on the bed, man. Yeah. She posting shit up on the Snapchat, and I know now that would tag that, but I hope she don't think I'm like that. No, cause I got too much respect for you to do what you want me to do, and I know you feel vulnerable, so I won't complicate this for you.
This next song is called Laps.
I can hear you moaning. Don't hide, live in the moment. Closed eyes like you riding a pony. You knew I would be proud and show it. That chocolate got me going. Talk to me like you want it. Talk to me like I got you in the mood to do something. on and jump on it. Let's talk about what you do. If I got you in the mood, if you let me, I can show you how I'm maneuvering the bedroom. So yeah, talk to me like you want it. Talk to me like I got you in the mood to do something. Come on and jump on it. So yeah, talk to me like you want it. Talk to me like I got you in the mood to do something. Come on and jump on it. One more thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and exactly when did you start singing and how did you come about becoming an artist? We'd love to hear a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home dad. This is a new project I'm doing. I've been singing since I was a child and songwriting and making music for the past 12, 13 years. And around COVID, I had stopped doing music and spent a lot of time with my family and my wife and my daughters. And I wasn't going to make music again until some friends tricked me into coming back and making music. And when I came back, it just felt freer and a different focus of the music. And I wanted it to be music that made my wife and daughters dance.
That's beautiful, and it really does. It's so inspiring, and it's so nice, and it had me like very serene and relaxed. So I loved the beat and everything of it. It was really putting me into like a mood. I just wanted to go to bed almost and just kind of relax and hang out. I'm like, this is so relaxing right now.
I'm glad it helps.
It's definitely inspiring. Thank you, and I love your name, Stay at Home Dad. That definitely fits.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you again later on. Thank you, Stay at Home Dad. We love that performance. Thank you for that amazing performance.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, absolutely. So next up, I am so happy to announce the next speaker because she is just so amazing. And I know she's going to blow you away the minute she starts speaking. She has so much value to bring. She has amazing shares. She has taught me the importance of believing in myself. Although the last summit we had, I did not want to have over 75 speakers and performers. And this woman was like, nope, Jen, you can do it. You got this under your belt. Ramona Rogers, a speaker, women's empowerment coach, and investor. She's an all-around boss babe, and she's just got it going on. Welcome, Miss Ramona. How are you?
I am well, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Jennifer Maharaj, let me hand it back over to you. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting here in awe, listening to all of these phenomenal people, looking at your awesome team, the Empowering Minds team, doing a phenomenal job as usual, supporting you, and have put this awesome holiday healing and motivational summit together with all of these phenomenal people, speakers, entertainers. And I am just sitting here thoroughly enjoying myself. My jaws hurt. I'm sitting here smiling the whole time.
Well, you know, I had to go high. I had to go better than last time, right? The bar gets higher and higher.
That's right, exactly. And you did an exceptional job before, and this is even more exceptional now. So I just want to definitely give you your flowers right now, right here. On the spot in the middle of the summit. I'm not even going to wait until after and give you a call or a text and tell you after the fact. I'm going to let you know right here while everyone is here, present and listening, because you are doing a phenomenal job. I definitely see a huge growth that has happened growth spurt that has happened, and you are just like flowing through it. Before, if there was a little technical difficulty, you would have been more like anxious and things of that nature. Now it's like,
that's true.
Let me just
oh
try
my
this
God,
one more time.
You're right about
Absolutely.
that.
So effortlessly just flowing through this summit. And that is exactly what I expected. I expected no less. So it is phenomenal. And I am privileged. I'm privileged to be here with all of these awesome people. Cornell Bunting's speech was absolutely thought-provoking, motivational, inspirational. In fact, each and every person that has performed or spoke and definitely shared value has been just that, healing and motivational. So with that said, I am definitely coming to stand in my true passion and purpose, speaking of which. So exactly. And to talk a little bit about both of those topics on this holiday healing and motivational summit. So I want to just thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me. And thank you for always just welcoming me with open arms and asking me to come and be a part so that I can definitely stand in my purpose, like I said, and share empowerment, share inspiration, and share motivation to anyone who's out there that can use it, especially now. I believe that there is no better time than now. And there is this almost 2 years, 24 months. We're headed really for 24 months of being in the midst of this pandemic where we have been locked down. And this is kind of our new normal that everybody in the world globally, speaking of which, the global holiday healing and motivational summit has been affected or impacted in some way, shape, or form, no matter how big or small. And it's just a time that people such as yourself and each one of us are called. We are called for such a time as this to step forward, to step into our purpose, and to step out into the globe, into the world, onto these stages and summits and reach those people who do not have the courage and the bravery to speak up for themselves and to voice what they're actually experiencing and going through, or what they have gone through. And whatever that is out there, that whoever it is out there, and whatever it is that you have been going through, not just for the past 24 months, by the way, which everybody, the world has been turned on its head, right? So whatever it is that you have gone through, regardless of when it is, I believe Mary shared a little bit about her story, and I had the privilege, I mentioned earlier in the clubhouse room that we were in today, that I had the privilege after the other healing, the annual healing and global healing and motivational summit, to have her interview her on the podcast, and her story is the same as many others. However, she just has healed enough to speak about it, right? And there's a lot of people out there that can't or that won't. So that is what I would like to definitely talk to. That's who I want to use my voice for today. Is I want to speak for those people and to those people who can't or who don't or who won't speak for themselves for whatever reason. And I want to definitely empower them and encourage them that they are not alone, and that we are here for them, and that they definitely can and will overcome and get through and grow through whatever it is that they specifically was chosen to go through. So whatever it is, whatever pain that they are experiencing, it's not their responsibility to hold a person accountable that has caused them, or whatever the circumstance or the event or the people or person that has put them through the pain that they have experienced, if that's the case. But however, it is their responsibility to heal from it. And that is what I want to definitely leave them with today. It's not the pain that was caused was not their responsibility. It is the person's responsibility that caused that pain to live in their own consequences of what they caused or the pain that they caused on someone else. However, if someone is listening today and you are experiencing some sort of pain, no matter how big, no matter how small, maybe you've lost a loved one, maybe it be that you, in the middle of the pandemic, you lost your home or a job, or whatever the case may be, whatever pain that you are growing through right now, because you will grow through it. And that's exactly what challenges are meant for, right? Challenges are meant to grow us in some way, shape, or form. There is a purpose in their pain, just like there is a message in the mess, as well as there is a testimony in the test that they are also going through as well. So with that said, I heard Mary also say, why me? She used to always question, why me? Why am I going through this? It is because, and the message that I want to leave someone else with is, why not you? You were specifically given everything that you need to get through and grow through whatever it is that you are dealing with and going through right now. And it is your story that he is creating right now by taking you through whatever you're going through, that he is going to use or wants to use for his glory. So your story is specifically being created right now to be used to help someone else. So with that said, that is what I want to, that's my message to you guys, or whoever it is out there today, is that you are going through whatever it is that you're growing through right now for someone else. Your story is not your own. Your story is to be used for someone else, to show someone else, to be used as a beacon, to show someone else that they too can not only survive whatever it is that they're going through and growing through, but thrive after it's all over. As long as they can just stand long enough and keep moving forward and get to the other side. So what I want to really leave them with is to always look for the glass to be half full instead of half empty. Always look for the glass to be half full instead of half empty. As well as to always have a win-win mindset. Have a winning mindset. So with that said, there's an acronym for WIN that I want to leave everyone with today as well. So the W in WIN, again, stands for willing. You have to be willing to do what others won't or what others don't. The I in WIN is for inspiration. And if you aren't inspired on your own, then you need to do something or find something or seek inspiration somewhere else in something else that is going to inspire you to take massive faith-filled action to heal whatever it is that you're going through and to heal from whatever it is that you have been through, whether it be a diagnosis, whether it be the loss of a loved one, whether it be the loss of your home, your job, or anything of that nature. And so many people right now have suffered losses of a much larger magnitude because of the pandemic and COVID and things of that nature as well. So maybe it may not be that you personally have lost someone, but maybe you do know that somebody else close to you, a friend or another family member or a neighbor, has lost someone. So you definitely want to be the beacon for them. So whatever it is that you want more of, let's all practice and promise to give more of it. So if you want more joy, how about giving more joy? And that's how you will receive more joy. If you want more love, how about being the person to be the change that you want to see and give more love? And then that is how you will now open the doors to receive more love. You want more blessings? Be a blessing to someone else. And then you will receive, you open the doors and the heavens to receive more blessings as well. So whatever it is that you want more of, whether it be joy, you give more joy to someone, you're going to now open up the doors to receive more joy as well. So with that said, the N in WIN is never, ever, ever give up. Never give up on you. Never give up on those that you were specifically created and chosen to serve, and those that are out there looking for someone just like you, your voice, your presence, to show up to now serve and bless them, as well as never give up on anyone else or others. So with that said, I am done speaking and I am back to listening. And I am Ramona Rogers, your empowerment and purpose coach, as well as Toastmaster certified speaker and investor in the foreign exchange market, as well as TV and radio broadcaster. And back over to you, Jennifer. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, Ramona, as usual, you're always bringing that fire. You know, so much of what you just said really resonated with me as I was listening to you. And one thing that really stuck out was what you said about the story that we're creating is not our story, but somebody else's story. And it's so true when I think about what you just said, because I remember after my diagnosis that I had those same questions that Mary had about the why me. And I knew that I was never going to find an answer to that. But I also knew that the answer was within me. And you're so right that whatever is happening with me and the story that I'm creating is actually to help somebody else, because I found my purpose through this, and I found my purpose out of the pain that I experienced through this, and it's really helping me to achieve all the things that I thought I wouldn't be able to achieve after my diagnosis. And now that I'm finding my way and I'm finding my purpose through it, it's so true. I feel like I've impacted people in some small way, even through this summit or through the last summit. And I always say, I'm never one to look for fame and popularity, but if I could just impact at least one person who's listening out there and hearing your story, or just hearing some words that you said, or something else that Mary said, or that Cornell said, and somehow we've impacted somebody else out there, then that leaves me with a smile on my face and a warm heart, because that's the entire goal of this summit. And that is my purpose, my true calling that I have found. Everything you said, I was listening so closely and intently, and it just so close to my heart, because it's so true, and it's a really good representation of why this summit was formed, because of that reason, because our stories can truly help other people, and it truly becomes we are the creators of our destiny, we are the creators of our futures, and we hold those powers in our hands. So Ramona, as always, thank you for that beautiful share.
You are quite welcome. Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. Jenny, I see you.
Oh my gosh.
It was so amazing, right?
Yes, 'tis the season to give. And Ramona, you gave us a winning message. Thank you so much. It really is about, mindset, perspective, because it's easy for someone to be like, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? But if you shift that mindset and be like, this is happening to me for a reason, to lead me to my purpose, to help others, to be a blessing to others, then that's exactly, how you can win, in your journey, in anyone's journey. So thank you so much. You're so amazing to listen to. I'm so happy that you were part of this summit. Mary was wonderful. You gave some great tips as well. I mean, these are great things to help people heal. And this is what this summit is all about. So thank you so much to all of you. And Stay at Home Dad, great performance. I love that effect of those lights and everything. So awesome job.
Yes, it has been amazing so far. And we are just kicking it off, and we're going to keep going, because now it is all about the Empowering Minds team. So just to give you all a little background, the Empowering Minds team was formed, I would say, about 2 years ago. And Laura and myself actually did one of the first webinars ever. And then Jenny did it with us. And then we just sort of made it a thing, and we started calling it the Empowering Minds team. And every month we would have these free educational webinars that we were launching for the community in order to really help inspire and motivate the community. And it started off as a really small thing, and now it has grown into this. And we are just so happy. And I'm so proud of these ladies who are by my side as the Empowering Minds team. They have come a long way with me, and they're constantly supporting. They're always, out there helping to do everything and achieve our goals. And I'm really blessed to have them by my side. So Jenny Bolino and Laura Vambros, I just want to say a special thank you to both of you for being here tonight, and for always being by my side, and for being a part of the Empowering Minds team. So with that, I know we have a special topic that we're kicking off tonight. This topic was actually the first topic that we actually did as a team, which is all about how to stay healthy and happy through the holiday season while dealing with stress, anxiety, and grief. And this is a really relevant topic because, as we all know, although the holidays can be blissful and cheerful for some, it also brings with it some anxiety and stress. And there are many people out there who are dealing with the loss of a loved one. So, what are some tips and strategies or some things that we can help to uplift those dealing with some of these issues during the holiday season? Because it's really important that we help the community and lend our support. So, Laura, I know we talked a little bit about some of the things that we can help in terms of when you lose a loved one during this time. I know we've been in the midst of the pandemic, and unfortunately, there's been a lot of lives that have been lost, and our hearts go out to them. But how can we help the community cope? What are some coping strategies that you can offer to help those who are dealing with grief during this time?
I think grief is something that everybody processes differently, and there's no correct, what do they say? Time heals all wounds, right? They say that. But I don't know. I don't really think I believe in that. I think it's a matter of grief is something that it's love that you're not able to share and show anymore because that person is no longer existent, right? So it's love that you kind of have to like stifle, right? But it's like, well, what about if you take that love and you be what you love most about that person? And that's what I try to do. That's how I try to honor loved ones. And I've there's been a lot. There's been a lot in the past couple of years of loved ones that I lost, and I just try to honor them every day by being what I loved so most about them. You know, like with my uncle, he was always so calm and cool and collected, and I just love that about him. He always knew how to just be so cool. He always knew what to do, you know? It's like he was always that person, and you never saw him lose it ever, you know? So that's what I try to embody. You know, I'm like, he was always cool. He was always like solid as a rock. You know, how did he do that? You know? So that's what I try to embody. And I always just try to link like what would they what would they have enjoyed the most? What would they love the most? So he was Thanksgiving. Okay. My uncle was Thanksgiving. Like that, every Thanksgiving memory I have was him, you know? So I make his favorite dishes. I know how important the holiday was and what it meant to the family. So I try to create that in my own family with my own loved ones. I try to recreate recipes. I try because they're so super top secret, you know? So I really try to recreate some of those recipes. And I think just by honoring them in your own little way,
Right.
that's how, and you talk about them, you know, talk about them, let your family member, like, because I think we try not to bring it up because it's so painful, you know?
Right. And
But it's like,
that sometimes is the problem.
yeah,
Right. By burying it, it tends to hurt a lot more.
yes.
And I heard somebody say this today, and I so resonated with it, that it's okay not to feel cheerful and not to feel happy during the holiday season
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
dealing with something like grief. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay to invite those feelings of grief and pain and sadness, because I'm a true believer in feeling everything for what it truly is and letting yourself embrace those emotions little by little. Because if you bury them, then it just becomes more overwhelming. And I see Jenny was chiming in, and it seems like you agree, right, Jen?
Yeah, no, totally. I wanted to say that it's important to meet people where they are. So if you're inviting someone that's going through grieving or that has lost someone to maybe your holiday, you know, gathering, you know, maybe it took them a lot to even say yes to attend, you know, this gathering. So if they're there and they don't want to act cheerful, you know, like it's important to not push them. You know, be like, have a good time, you know, it's the holidays. Look, we're all,
Just
like,
be
happy.
understanding.
No, let them be, you know, like, and just respect them, you know, have empathy, you know, for people, because you don't know, you know, exactly the emotions that they're going through. So it's just having that compassion and meeting them where they're at that current moment.
No, exactly. And I love that you said the compassion and understanding, which brings me to another great point of like, you know, a lot of us are going to be seeing families and friends for the holidays. And sometimes that can be a little pain in the butt for some of us, because sometimes families tend to say things or do things. And, you know, sometimes they tend to get on our nerves. And I know
Laura's
everybody
like,
out
yes.
there listening has experienced this. But I think it's really important. Some of the tips and strategies that I wanted to share is like really about being understanding and compassionate and giving yourself and giving others around you grace. Just knowing that, you know, this is the first time you may be seeing some of your family members since the pandemic. Be grateful for that. Accept that gratitude into your heart. Be understanding and maybe set some expectations for yourself and set some boundaries for yourself. Because let's say you end up at the dinner table with somebody passing the mashed potatoes and making a comment, you know, just be ready and prepared for how you may want to respond to that, rather than getting heated in the moment and sort of ruining the whole holiday season because you get upset. So it's about having that self-control and being compassionate, being understanding, and giving others around you grace while giving yourself grace, because it's okay to have and feel these emotions, right?
Absolutely.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to say something else though, because with the gatherings of the family,
and you have a big family, so I know this happens a lot.
There's a family gathering that's happening that is, you know, because of the pandemic and everything like that, you have to be vaccinated for it. So there's certain family that were not invited because they're not vaccinated. So it's just like, again, being understanding and compassionate during this time, because this is what's happening in the world, and we have to respect, you know, each other's, you know, homes, you know, like, and what they want, how to celebrate their holidays. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their rituals and their customs. And that brings another good point too. We were talking a little bit today, you know, for those people who are dealing with like chronic illnesses and things like that, that can bring a lot of anxiety and stress. Or maybe you're just one for the holidays, brings on a lot of anxiety and stress. I think it's important during this time for everybody to take a step back, acknowledge how they're feeling in those moments of anxiety, or if they're feeling overwhelmed, and just be able to be at peace with themselves, do some self-love, self-care. I know that people probably have a lot of family members coming over, but take the time out for yourself. Make sure that you are getting your rest, you're keeping with your consistent routine. I know when you have family over, it's hard to like get your routine back to normal, but just keep trying to do the things you're doing. I know for me, I'm going to have family visiting, but I'm going to get up every morning and do the exercise and stick with my diet, because I think once you get out of your routine and consistency during the holidays, you kind of get off balance. And once that imbalance sets in, that's when the overwhelming stress can also take over and sort of seep in, right?
Yeah. And I think that we tend to do, well, at least me, like tend to do more during the holidays, because you're just trying to see everyone and do all the things. And maybe it's work and family, presents, you know, like scheduling things like of like all the celebrations that are happening and or traveling. So like it's holiday burnout. Like I know I've been feeling
holiday
it,
burnout
you know?
is so true. And you know, Jenny, you being an entrepreneur, and I know you how are you balancing all this? Because you are a true boss, babe. Let me tell you. And you are juggling.
I don't even know if I'm balancing it because
because
I was stressed out and tired like last week, and I was like, I'm done with everyone. I just need a break. Like I don't want to look at my phone. I'm not answering messages. Like I'm not doing anything.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, because you need it. You need the break, you know.
That's the realness of it, is that you know, burnout happens, and it's so true. And sometimes you just get fed up, and like Jenny just said, like you just don't want to do anything. And I totally get that, which is why I also think, and I'm horrible at this, and I know my husband's listening in and he's going to totally agree, I cannot disconnect from my phone and my computer and technology when I'm supposed to. And I'm working on that, everyone. I am. But so I'm going to give the advice.
I get it.
Preach it. I'm not practicing it, but I'm going to preach it.
I completely understand. Yep.
Yes, you need to disconnect from technology, especially during the times you're with your family and friends. And the holiday seasons are a time to enjoy those cherished moments and make those memories. Don't be on your phone checking your social media posts. don't be, try not to work during those times. I'm guilty. I will say it. I know a lot of us are, but hey, I got to put it out there because it's so important that we take a step back and we release from technology and enjoy the moments that we have with our families and loved ones because they go so quickly.
They
Yeah. Sorry, Laura, were you saying something?
No, they really do. It's true. Like I'll put my phone in and I'll forget about it. And then I'm like, where's my phone? I realize I've gone like hours, without my phone and I can't find it. And then, sometimes that feels so good. I can't explain it, but I'm just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I didn't even feel the urge, to go check. Yeah, and
that
I'm
was
like
when the social media went down. You guys remember when Instagram
yes.
was down? I was like, oh my God, this is like a much needed break.
It was like a great 8-hour break.
It was the best thing ever. But yes, a much needed break from social media during the holiday season. And then of course, just really trying to stick to your diet. I can't reiterate getting enough rest, how important that is, because I know, and like Jenny said, with the burnout, number one, but when you have families and friends over and you're hosting and things like that, it can become really overwhelming and become a toll on you physically and mentally. So you always want to make sure you're taking care of your mental health first. You come first. I know you may have families and friends, but still take care of yourself first. Make sure you're mentally stable and always ask for help. This is the other thing. If you're the one hosting a party, delegate. Call up your families and friends and say, hey, can you make this dish? Can you make that dish? Because I think it's so important that you just make sure you're taking care of yourself and not putting yourself in that position where you're going to feel stressed out, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and that it becomes too much. So
yeah, I am all for that. If anybody ever wants to help when I'm entertaining, I'm like, sure, bring whatever you want. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you kind of invite them in. I agree with you, Laura, 100%.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And, just making sure you get that exercise into is so important during this time. I know one of the things that we don't realize is how much exercise and food affects us mentally. I always say what you put into your body and the things that you are doing for yourself physically has a huge mental impact on you as well. And that also affects how you're going to feel socially and emotionally. And if you're not putting the right foods into your body, if you're not exercising or going outside and soaking up the sun and getting that extra needed energy, or even practicing a daily mindfulness and meditation routine, then you will find yourself becoming mentally unstable because your mind and body is all connected and integrated. So it's so important that you follow some of these things, especially during the holiday season, because these are the times where it's going to count the most because there's so much going on.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wanted to say one thing about holiday anxiety or just anxiety in general that I've recently learned, since it's something that I've, you guys know that I've been recently dealing with, having anxiety on and off. So what my counselor suggested was that I should put together he calls like a mental health first aid toolkit. So if you feel your anxiety coming on, right? Which, like we said, could be elevated during the holidays because there's just so much going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
But if you know what a 10 feels like, right, of like extreme anxiety, like you're about to totally have like an attack, like an anxiety attack or panic attack, like you should try to get yourself to a 5 and feel what that 5 feels like so that you can control it, so that it doesn't shoot up to a 10, because then when you're at a 10, you're at a fight or flight mode, right? So that's something that you guys should practice. Like, learn what a 5 feels like when you start to feel your anxiety start to creep in, and try to just balance that out and keep it there. And then another for the mental health first aid toolkit is using your 5 senses, because it's about distracting your mind, right? So what can you immediately like see or taste or feel or smell? So like some of the things that I have is like my lavender, or maybe I'll chew gum, for the taste, or I have my bracelets, which could be sound. Plus it says good vibes on it. So I have my positive messages on you. These are rose quartz, for like love. And so like, it's just like having these little things, like remembering it when you start to feel that anxiety has been helpful for me. So I hope that it has helped someone.
Those are amazing tips. I love everything you just said. And you know what? It's also about just being present in those moments and just feeling it for what it is. And I know, like, I think I've had a couple panic attacks myself myself, and I felt that anxiety coming on in certain situations. And I know like when it's about to happen, like that's when I need to take a step back, take a couple of deep breaths, and just recognize and acknowledge what's happening and be able to just embrace it. And when I do that, that's when I actually calm down. I feel like I get more anxious when I start getting a lot more scared about it. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? What's going on? And I can't breathe. And that's when I need to really refocus my energy on trying to understand and really, you know, embrace exactly what's happening and just be present with those moments. But I think most importantly, during the holiday season, it's really about enjoying those beautiful moments with your friends and family, wherever you may be, however you may be celebrating, and using this opportunity to truly make those precious memories and moments count and make them last, because, you know, they're gone in a second, and we have the opportunity to be great, to be the creators of our destiny and of our future. And regardless of what you're facing, regardless of the challenges that may be right in front of you, look towards your family for healing, health, and happiness, because they are the ones to really come into your hearts and warm your hearts with that gratitude and forgiveness. And they're always going to be there. Family is always going to be there for you, right?
Yes, absolutely. That was great, Jen. Thank you.
No problem. So any lasting words, ladies? So just so everybody knows, we always love to talk about Netflix and all of our Empowering Minds talks. So
you need that though. Like you need to just sometimes just zone out and watch something and not worry about anything else going on. Like you need that
exactly.
time.
So ladies, what is the newest Netflix shows that we are watching?
Oh my gosh.
I'm binging on Christmas movies. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not scared to admit it.
Nope. I love all of the holiday Christmas movies on Netflix. Yep.
What's the new one, Laura? I know you're binging on something these days.
Yeah, I've been watching The Wheel of Time, and it's going really good. Yeah, on Amazon. That's actually
nice.
Yeah, that's going really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta check that out. I mean, the only thing I told you ladies I was watching was on Hulu was the Wu-Tang Saga, and I still haven't finished that. So I need to get back to my binging. Jen, what have you been watching?
Oh my gosh, I just started getting into Schitt's Creek and Selling Sunset. So
nice.
Nice.
Nice. So this is all part of it. Everyone who's listening out there, it's all about making it these fun moments and just enjoying it, enjoying the laughter, enjoying the cheerfulness, and just go out there and do the best that you can and make the best out of these precious moments, because like I said, it doesn't last forever. And these are my beautiful Empowering Minds team. Laura, Jenny, thank you so much for this talk. You know I love you, ladies.
Love you. Thank you, Jen. You're the best.
Thank you.
You too, Laura.
I love you, Jenny. So with that, we are going to move on. So I know we have a dance performance next, but I actually want to skip over that for now and go to our next speaker if she's ready, and I think she is. Noah Crane is an author and transformation and empowerment coach. She is just an amazing person that I actually met recently, and when I heard her speaking, I was just blown away by everything that she does, and she really just has a voice and a power beyond that. I just had to ask her to join this summit because she's just such a beautiful soul, and I'm so happy to have her with us here today. So Noah, are you ready to empower us?
Hello. Can you guys
hear me?
Yes, of course I'm ready, and I'm so excited to be here with all of you. I'm so enjoying the summit. Jennifer, what an amazing job. And I just wanted to say, anything that you see in me, anybody that's here, anything you see in somebody else is just a mirror of who you are. Because if it wasn't, you couldn't see it if it's not inside of you, right? So anything you see in people is just a picture of you. So thank you, Jennifer, for being that beautiful mirror for me. And I am just so excited to be here with all of you. What an incredible summit. What an incredible conversation. You guys are just bringing it to people. I love it. And thank you for letting me be a part of it. This is just completely awesome. I have a quick question. I don't see myself on the big screen. Am I supposed to do something to switch it?
Well, we see you.
You see me on the big screen. Okay, so
yeah, we're seeing. Yeah,
my head is not cut off, right?
Actually, if you want to move back a little bit, okay, that's a little bit better.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's much better,
Okay,
much
'cause
better.
I can't tell, so, okay.
Yeah, you're much better there.
For some reason, I just have the little picture in front of me. Okay, thank you so much. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's by Dr. Wayne Dyer, very famous quote. When I changed the way I looked at things, the things I looked at changed. For 20 years, I said I was going to write my book called The Grass is Greenest Where I Am. I really did a lot of the inner. Every time my friends would go through difficult times or they would be upset about something, I would always bring them back to the present moment by telling them the grass is greenest where you are. The grass is greenest where you are. And it would always bring a big smile to their face because it would bring them back to their gratitude and to right now. And they would realize how blessed they are. They didn't need to compare themselves to anybody else or be like anybody else. They had everything already within themselves. However, fear of my own greatness kept me really frozen in my life and kept me hidden away, kept me feeling small, insignificant, not ready to share myself with the world. I even had a story that I connected to that played over and over in my head that kept me thinking that way. I'll share this story with you. When I was 11 years old, I used to love to watch cartoons on Saturday morning. How many of you loved Saturday morning cartoons, right? I used to sit there in front of the TV and be just amazed watching Scooby-Doo and watching Tom and Jerry and all these beautiful shows. But one day as I'm sitting there watching, I see a boy on the TV waiting for the school bus on his first day of school. And the boy is so excited. It's his first day of school. He gets to go on the big yellow school bus and he cannot wait to start this day. And he's sitting there on the corner waiting for the school bus. And all of a sudden from a distance, he sees the school bus starting to come towards him. And as the school bus gets closer and closer to him, it gets bigger and bigger. And this fear comes over the boy. And he starts shrinking and the bus gets closer and he shrinks and the bus gets closer and he shrinks even more. By the time the bus is right in front of him and the big doors of the bus open, he has shrunk to be a little teeny tiny dot. And he looks up at the bus, he looks up at the big steps and he realizes he's too small to get up on those stairs. At that moment, he makes a decision that he is small, he's unworthy, he's insignificant. And that was me. That's how I felt. That's how much fear controlled every part of my life. And I played that story throughout my life all the time, over and over again. Imagine the effect that that story had on me. So what I did is I played really safe in life. I took small jobs, small safe jobs. I didn't use my voice. And I did not believe in myself. I had to go and do the inner work. I had to get to a place of self-love, a place of self-connection. And I had to believe, most of all, believe in me. I decided that I had to shift, to change, and to recreate myself and my life and my thinking. First of all, I had to forgive myself for the choices I made in my past, forgive myself for the actions that I took in my past. And I also had to forgive other people that have hurt me in my life. I had to let that go and not hold on to it, because holding on to that past, holding on to that pain was only hurting me. You've heard the saying, you want them to you drink the poison and you expect them to die, right? So I was drinking the poison. It was hurting me, holding on to all these things. And that's why forgiveness to me is top of the list. We have to learn to not hold on to things because they're not serving us. Not forgiving does not let us live in an empowering life, an empowering place. And I was committed now to live an empowered life and not to be in a place where I felt a victim of my past. I had to learn to love and accept myself. That was a big one for me because I had no connection to myself because of my past, because of my traumas. Like we've all had traumas. I used to look in the mirror and I saw a pretty girl, but I didn't know her. I had no connection to her. So I had to learn to find that connection back to myself, to actually like to myself, to be with myself. That's why my book is called The Grass is Greenest Where I Am, because I always was running away from myself. I always thought the grass was greenest somewhere else, but not where I was. And so I had to find that connection, that love, so I could actually love where I am and stop resisting it, because I couldn't create anything if I was running away from myself all the time. I had to change the way I looked at things and discover 3 very important things that my book talks about: no comparison, no competition, and no scarcity. So no comparison is because comparison to me is the biggest thief of self-love. When we compare ourselves to other people, we think other people have it better than us. We look at other people's cars, other people's houses, other people's lives, and we're not present to our own lives, to our own gifts. And comparison doesn't, again, let you live in a place of empowerment, of love and light, right? And I'm all about that. I'm all about living in a place of empowerment. And so instead of comparing ourselves to people, what I did is I changed comparison to admiration. What if we learn to admire each other instead of compare to other people? Just learn to admire, just like a beautiful piece of art, right? You see an art on the wall and you're like, wow, that's beautiful. You're not comparing yourself to that piece of art. If you see a beautiful person, they're beautiful. It doesn't say anything about you. That's their beauty and you are your beauty. Everybody's beautiful. So being able to give that up, the comparison, gave me a lot of freedom in my life and let me really feel good about where I was right now. Competition, I always say, you already were the fastest sperm, right? You made it here. So now it's time to chill. You don't have to compete with anybody else. Instead of competing, find connections, find beautiful people, beautiful connections that you can collaborate with on this journey. Because competition is not going to serve you. It's going to leave you empty. It's going to leave you tired. You should just compete with yourself to be a better version of yourself than you were before. That's the only person you should compete with. You should learn from others. You should get inspired by others. There's so many amazing people in this room. You know, we all get inspired by each other. We don't have to compete with each other. We can lift each other. We can love each other. We can connect with each other. And then giving up the scarcity conversation, because I grew up more in scarcity. I only had like one outfit till a certain age. I used to wear like the same outfit to school all the time. And my mom would be like, the rich people are here and we are here and they're bad, you know, and it was this whole thing, right? And I had to give up that scarcity because I wanted to have an abundant life, an abundant mindset. And look at plants, you guys. Is there any scarcity in nature? No, right? There's no scarcity in nature. Is there any scarcity of air? No, there's no scarcity of air. Is there any scarcity of beauty? No, there's no scarcity of beauty. Is there any scarcity of animals? No, there is no scarcity besides the scarcity that we decide to connect to. There's plenty for all of us. The life is abundant. The world is abundant. We just have to be open to give, open to receive. And then we can have everything that we want when we just release that scarcity mindset. And most important thing, I had to get myself out of my own way. How many of you are in your own way, right? So often we're in our own way. We make life about ourselves. You guys, it's not about us. This life is not about us, just like we were talking about before, and I heard people say, it's about others, it's about serving others, contributing to others, making a difference to others, leaving this world a better place than we found it. That's what it's about. Leaving that impact, leaving it better for the children, leaving your mark on the world, leaving your light here, bringing your light every day to the world. So here are some action steps that I want to share with you that can help you live a more empowering life and really create everything that you want. And that's what I'm committed to. Number one is be courageous, right? How important is it to be courageous? We all feel fear. Fear is a part of life. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyways. And a lot of fear is not real, right? Real fear is, God forbid, somebody comes, puts a gun to your head. That's real fear. But a lot of the fears are just the stories we tell ourselves. and they keep us frozen in our lives. They keep us hostage and not moving forward towards our goals and dreams. So we have to be courageous no matter what and believe in ourselves. And part of it is surrounding yourself. That's why it's so important. Surround yourself with incredible people that really love you and believe in you, and eliminate all the ones that don't, and all the things that don't serve you. Elimination is an amazing tool that I've used in my life to be able to create everything that I have today. And I have an incredible life. And I know it's because I created it. Find a great coach or mentor, right? Somebody that can help you on this journey, somebody who's done it before, somebody who's successful at something that you want to be successful at. So somebody like me, maybe, or anybody else there's hundreds of mentors, hundreds of people that can help you on your journey. So find somebody that resonates with you, somebody that you know can help you with the tools. Nobody can do this journey successfully on their own. Okay, none of us got here on our own, right? We had parents, we had teachers, we got here. That's why we got to where we are today. So we have to continue mentoring ourselves by choosing people to help mentor us, because we need reminders, right? Even the summit, we need people to remind us who we are. We have to keep pouring into ourselves. And that's so important. There's nothing more important than pouring into yourself. Here's another thing that helped me in my life and really shifted and changed so many things for me. The messengers. I write that in my book. Messengers are people that come into your life and share a message with you, whatever it is, a message to help guide you in your life. Usually they're positive people that you want to listen to. Of course, not your parents. I'm just kidding. But positive people that you want to listen to, they have good energy. They've already walked the walk, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So many people have shared so many things with me in life. And I contribute the reason that I am where I am today is because I listen to them. I listen to those amazing people that have done it before me and showed me the way. And that makes a huge difference. So just make sure you're guided. Your whole journey here in this lifetime is guided. But the question is, are you listening? Again, going back to mindful choices, nothing more important than mindful choices. You make your bed and you sleep in it. You're responsible for everything you have in your life today. So, and you can always change it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not to beat yourself up, right? But when you're responsible for everything in your life, you can also take credit for everything in your life. And how great is that to take credit because your life is working beautifully because you've created everything in your life. So I love that. So I always say you make your bed and you sleep in it. So check your bed. Is your bed messy or is your bed neat? And you can always recreate that, right? You have the power to recreate that. But I can't overemphasize being mindful about that. I recently let somebody into my life that created a mess. And I had to clean it up. And it wasn't easy, you guys. But we can do it. We can all do it. We have to be present. We have to be mindful. We have to make those choices that support us on where we're going. Align your words with your actions. Don't, whatever you're saying, don't just say it, but put the actions behind it. Say it, do it, and live it, right? We have the power to do that. Be like water. All right, I know I'm giving you a lot of stuff, but be like water has really worked for me. So I'm going to explain that to you a little bit. So water has a beautiful flow to it, right? Water is always moving in one direction. Where does water move? It moves forward. So I always say, what if we could be more like water? What if we could move more easily in our life, day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, year by year? You feel best when you flow, right? When you're not stuck, when you're not left behind. And so imagine a river, right? The water is flowing in the river and the water flows over the rocks. The water flows under the rocks. It flows around the rocks. But whatever it is, it keeps moving forward. And that's what we need to do. We need to keep moving forward. That's why we need to find mentors, people that can help us move forward, get out of our own way. Because who's in your way the most all the time? You. Who's in my way the most? You guys, I'm just you, okay? Who's in my way the most? I laugh with my husband all the time. Like, I'm in my own way the most. And I'm so blessed to be married to such an incredible man that lets me, that always shows me the way and always is so supportive and loving. And that's because of the choices I made. And then I want to talk to you about breath, right? Breath, again, you guys, when you're breathing in and out, right? Breath can calm you, but breath also has a beautiful flow to it, right? When we're not breathing, when we're angry or we're upset, we're stuck. We're not breathing, right? You hold your breath. And so how can you connect back to your flow of your breath, right? Be conscious with your breath. When you're connected to your breath, you calm your mind. When you're connected to the water, you're moving forward, you're flowing. Breath flows, right? Water flows. See how the two go together? And guess what else flows, you guys? Gratitude. Gratitude flows. When you're in gratitude, you're flowing forward in your life. You're moving forward. When you're not grateful, what are you doing? You're hitting bumps and you're stuck and you keep hitting walls. So how can we connect more to our gratitude and more to our flow? Everything is about connecting back to that flow, because that's where you want to be. That's where you feel the best, is when you're moving towards the things that you are here to create. You're a creative being. You're meant to create. You're meant to shine. You're meant to inspire. And that's where you want to be. And it's keeping that vibration high, bringing yourself back to those things. Put your brights on, not your lights on, your brights, you guys, because anything you want in life, you're going to attract with your brights. Okay, so being mindful, switch on that light, okay, and just shine your light and attract everything that you ever wanted towards you, because you deserve to have the most incredible, beautiful life. I want you to take one moment with me, if you don't mind, and just close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Just connect to this present moment right now. And I want you to put your hands on over your heart, one over the other one. Connect to that heart, that beautiful heart that beats only for you all the time. What are 3 things right now in this moment that you are grateful for? I'm sure there's a lot, but just think of 3 things in this moment that you are grateful for. I want to share a quote from my book with you. You are not your past. You are not your stories. You are not your judgments. You are not what you own. You are not what you do. You are not your problems. You are the light that shines in the world. Connect to your light and shine. I want you to be grateful for who you are, for who you're becoming, and for who you will be. It's been a great honor to be with you tonight. I love you all. I send you all tons of love and light. Namaste.
Wow, Noah, so beautiful. That was just amazing. And you definitely had me such in a state of mindfulness and peace and serenity, and just inviting all those beautiful things into my world, and just remembering who I was for those few moments, and just being so calm and at peace. I just absolutely loved everything you said. I mean, it was just amazing, beautiful. Anybody want to share any comments? Because I know everybody is just dying to talk a little bit about Noah's beautiful share. Empowering Minds team, or anybody, if anybody wants to talk, you're welcome to. Ramona, how are you feeling after that peace and meditation?
Peaceful.
Right?
Peaceful. I was like, wow, absolutely loved it. It was a beautiful message and absolutely enjoyed every word of it. So I definitely am inspired and motivated by it as well. So be present, be mindful, do it, say it, and live it. Absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.
I love what you said about being in your flow. I was in one of your rooms the other day where you had a whole conversation about this, about how can you get back to that normal positive flow. And for me, it's all about, and I said this in that room too, it's all about being able to feel all the emotions for what they are and being able to really truly be present with them and being able to identify and recognize everything as it comes your way, whether good or bad. And that sort of helps you get back into that flow, because now you're able to understand what it is you're feeling, why you're feeling like that, and what the triggers are behind it. And that helps you to sort of rebalance. So Noah, I absolutely love everything that you said, which is why you're a speaker, because when the first time I heard you speak, I was like just so inspired by you and all your beautiful shares. So thank you so much.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, all of you. It's really an honor. I love listening to all of you and being a part of this. And we're all here to make a difference. So it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes, and that's great that you said that, because that's what it's all about. It's a collective effort to really just do something great and impact the community. And I think what you just did, what you just said and shared, is a perfect opportunity for me to go into this next one, which I hope I don't have problems sharing in my video. But Davina Singh is a beautiful Indian classical dancer. She couldn't be with us today. I actually used to dance with her, and she's just an amazing, beautiful soul. And what she has to share with us today is really, really inspiring. So I definitely want to go to that next. Hopefully I don't have any issues sharing this. Just let me know when you guys are able to see it. Can you see? Everybody can see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if I can get it to play. What's going on?
Namaste. Dance, inadvertently, is a part of everyone's daily life. We may not know it, but we all have an inherent inclination to dance. This crosses over generations, cultures, and however we may categorize ourselves. To validate this, take the least programmed type of a human being, a child. Children are always dancing around, bouncing around, wiggling, moving, jumping, hopping. Why? Because movement is a source of creation. And when that is structured, formalized, and cultivated, it becomes classical dance. Now, there's Eastern classical dance and Western classical dance. Today I'll be focusing on the Eastern classical dance. Deriving from India come 7 forms of classical dance. One of them is known as Bharatanatyam. When we take this word and look at it closely and break it down, pa comes from the Sanskrit term bhava, meaning emotion. Ra comes from rag, meaning music. Da comes from tal, meaning rhythm. And natyam means dance. So, with emotion, music, rhythm, and dance, the Bharatanatyam dancer is a storyteller. And most of the storytelling is based on our scriptures. So in this sense, Bharatanatyam is dear to tradition. But on a deeper note, all of the stories are attributed to the divine, because we are to see divinity everywhere. Whether it is in a person, place, thing, object, the relationships between these, there is divinity there. For example, the elephant trunk reminds the dancer of Sri Ganesha. The snake reminds the dancer of Lord Shiva. The swan, the refinement of Mother Saraswati. In this particular clip, the dancer depicts that as the night approaches in Gokul, a place in India, the flowers close, the birds return to their nests for the night, the cows return home, and upon lighting a lamp, the maiden sees the moon and sees the divinity in that moon. And in this sense, there's so much comfort, so much solace, so much upliftment, so much peace in Indian classical dance, because this art form is meant to uplift the experience of life. After all, we want to live in a world that is full of life and alive and supports that thriving of life versus one that subdues the human spirit.
on dance I'll leave you with today is on a broader note. As an artist, we love to share our art, but ultimately most dancers who dance with a passion and true love for dance would just dance to dance, without an audience. Dance is not only about performing, but about going inward, about being true to yourself, and about being happy with who you are. Just as the little child would dance without someone giving instruction or permission, that is the dancer. Just dance and be in our most natural state, which is fulfilled and happy. In this final clip, you'll see a bit of Kathak, another form of Indian classical dance, deriving from North India. You see the joys come out of the dancer as she depicts the flute of Lord Krishna, the veena of Mother Saraswati, and the damaru of Lord Shiva, which is a small drum. These are all divine instruments of the different manifestations of the Lord, the one ultimate supreme. And Indian classical dance is one of my favorite avenues to connect to that divinity. Namaste.
So that was my really good friend, Davina. She is such a passionate dancer, and I truly believe in the healing properties of dance and how much she, brings it close to her heart. So I hope you all enjoyed that because it was definitely beautiful, beautiful. And I'm hoping everyone's enjoying the summit so far. As you can see, this is called the Global Healing Motivational Summit. So we are covering all diversities, all different cultures, and I'm really, really proud of that fact. And that is exactly why I wanted to bring together so many different people from all walks of life, but all like-minded individuals to help us uplift the community. So with that, I would love to introduce our next speaker, Lakshmi. Is Lakshmi still on with us? Yes, she is. Lakshmi Rajan. She is another beautiful soul. So I met Lakshmi and we started doing some skin nutrition together. We started collaborating on so many projects, and she's just a wonderful, wonderful human being who has so much to offer. She's a beautiful soul, and she's just so compassionate and so sweet, and I knew she'd be a perfect fit for today's summit. So Lakshmi, are you still with us, and are you able to share? Seems like maybe she might have stepped away. If she did, what I'm going to do, because we do have another share with us today. So Nikki Dare couldn't be with us, but I'm going to see if I can share her video. If you guys bear with me again with these screens. Can you guys hear that?
Yes, I do.
Can you hear it too, right? Okay, good.
Hi, happy holidays. All right, good to see you guys here. Nikki Dale. All right, happy holidays, guys. Good to be here. Hello everyone, j'espère que vous allez bien. Espero que lo estés haciendo bien. Aquí y también terima kasih semua untuk mendengar saya. This is Nikki Dare. Good to be here. I am so super incredibly honored and blessed to be in the presence of many of you, massive powerhouses, whom many I have met and some nice to meet you now. Each and every one of you on this holiday Global Healing Motivational Summit. Even the title says it all. Much needed for humanity across the world to be connecting, to be interacting, and most importantly, sharing positive vibes, energy, and sharing love during this very peaceful holiday season. And it should be. I also want to personally extend my most deepest gratitude to each one of you who are in the audience here today, taking the time in the past few hours from your busy, productive day to be listening and also watching this very important gathering. I want to exclusively, personally thank this incredible, badass woman, hardworking woman, mother, wife, just all around powerhouse, and so proud to call my friend Jennifer Maharaj, who put this much needed virtual event. Thank you, love. Thank you as always. it is with such honor to be invited again as one of the speakers on this virtual global summit. This is what community is all about. This is what humanity should be. Supporting each other, supporting one another, lifting each other up. I hope that we will meet again often. In my over 5 decades on this planet, it is my commitment. It is my dedication to continue sharing my purpose and passion that is to changing lives, transforming lives, and also businesses for positive impacts and save lives. We are now in the home stretch of the holiday season. And during the busiest time of all of the year, I hope you have made plans to safely celebrate with family and friends and your loved ones. I also want to encourage you to keep safety in mind when shopping for that perfect gift for your loved ones. There is a free webinar that on my website that I hope that I can provide for you guys to receive tons of values. It's called sa365.nikidare.com. Where you can learn more on the overview of this, how SA, or situational awareness, can save your lives, which I talked about last time in the last previous summit. All right, so nevertheless, as the year end fast approaching, how many of you, here's a question, how many of you start writing out your New Year's resolutions? I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because why? Because by February, they're all gonna be forgotten, right? Yes. All right, see, you think you won't make it through the year, but here we are. And you did, all of us did, through everything else that we have gone through, all of these challenges, setbacks, whatever, right? All of these curveballs that hit us. Since global disruption, this is our second year to celebrate year-end holiday just a tad differently than our tradition. But one thing that is certain, everyone will still have the tradition of New Year's resolutions in mind. Just so you know, I'm not a fan of these New Year's resolutions, but here is what I am a fan of. If you must have your tradition of New Year's resolutions, I want you to stick to them. I am a fan of my jar of happiness, and here's why. It gives us the momentum we need, the motivation. So we talk about the motivation, right? The inspiration, the self-accountability to be better the next day, to be becoming, to be the best of our version every single day. Learn more about my Jar of Happiness 365 should be part of your daily habits. The goal of Jar of Happiness is very simple. It is a self-reminder that we have done something positive that day, and you want to write down like your own success story that day. Small or big achievement. You do this every single day, right? Or whenever you can. That's just what I recommend daily. Inspiration is your driving force, while motivation, which is a pulling force. You want to have both always, all the time with you. It is a personal self-awareness. That is what it's all about, including also this one, my 5-5-5 daily habits, daily routines, 5 minutes a day of solitude, 5 hours a day of book reading or listening to motivational, audio, 5 days a week of fitness, of activity. Success is a sum of all these small efforts, repeated day in and day out, right? Make each day count. Let's go full auto in 2022 and get shit done. Yes, I said it. Make things happen. Love to see you in my club. That is, invite you to club.nikidare.com. Again, club.nikidare.com. I want to wish each one of you here a joyous holiday season. And I will end with this love and thoughts. From home to home and heart to heart, from one place to another, the warmth of joy and peace of Christmas brings us closer to each other. Thanks for having me. Love you all. Selamat malam. Sampai jumpa. Nos vemos. All right, guys. And I'm going to end it again with that very, very cool quote. Again, from home to home and heart to heart, from one place to another, the warmth of joy and also peace of Christmas brings us, all of us here, closer to each other. God bless. This is Nikki Dare.
That was the fearless Nikki Dare. Amazing. She is really, really amazing. And I'm just so glad that she was able to send us over that video because she couldn't be here with us today. But that was truly amazing. Thank you, Nikki Dare. So we are moving on. I hope everyone's having a fabulous time at the Holiday Global Healing Motivational Summit. I know, Ramona, it's not 75 speakers, but hey, we brought it down a little bit, a little more intimate, a little more, a little bit more doable this time around.
Yes, and it is quite appropriate, absolutely appropriate. Either way, whether it's, you know what, just what it is that you have right now is more than enough.
I think so too. I think it's going amazing.
Oh my goodness.
The speakers are beautiful.
Oh,
We're missing one of our dancers. I don't know if he's coming or not. So I've been texting him, but I haven't seen one of our dancers. But I know we have another beautiful speaker coming up, and we also have another performance. So with that, Lakshmi, I see you're back in town. How are you? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Jen. How are you?
Good. I'm going to pass it on to you, Lakshmi, to take it away. I was just telling everybody what a beautiful soul you are. And when we met, that we were just so open to working together and collaborating. And I knew right there and then what a sweet person you were. And I wanted to continue working with you. So I had to invite you over for this summit. So take it away. The stage is yours.
Thank you. And this is a very nice, evening. There's no better way to spend a Saturday evening. Right from Cornell to everyone who was Nikki who was speaking, there's so much message that you can get out this, and every bit, every word, every sentence is helpful, and I hope everyone takes it in and makes the best use of it. Okay, and I'm meeting so many of you for the first time here. My name is Lakshmi Ethirajan, and I own two businesses. I own a skincare line, all herbal skincare line. I make the products, I package them here in Apex, North Carolina. So that's my first business. My second business is a pet care line, where we offer bandanas, vests, bows for pets. So those are my two businesses. But again, I went from running around in the corporate world today to the owner of two businesses. And that is all because of the motivation, the positivity, the perseverance, whatever you want to call it. I came to this country in 2003 as a student and brought my family here. And in 2003, supported them as a student and kept going. Here I am today in front of all of you as the owner of two businesses. So that is something that comes. I know Cornell said we watch people play, but there's so much behind the scenes. That's so much behind the scenes nobody sees, but that's what builds us. That's what we are all about. Yes, we are here today. Jen is hosting this phenomenal summit. But the work that she had to do to put this together, to bring all of us together, and all of us coming together, that is amazing. Without that hard work, nothing is going to happen, right? And never give up is the other thing. And so that's definitely everything useful. And I want here to say today, for solutions, we always look for solutions. Yes, we face so many situations in our lives, and we always look for solutions around us. Is the solution here? Is the solution the other person? Is the solution in that other job that might be better than the one we are having now? No, the solution is within us. We are the solution. That's where we have to see. And believe it or not, our skin is a large part of us, right? It is the largest organ. And in my life, if you listening to your skin, right? Like seeing your skin, the changes that your skin goes through, that tells you a lot about what is going on within you, around you, and also in your emotional and mental state of being. So whatever it is, your skin will be the first one to show some sign of change. I hope everyone here agrees with that. We are sad, we are happy, we are angry, whatever it is, our skin. So I'm here to say, listen to your skin and your skin will help you heal. Right? For example, if you are not drinking enough water, right? Your skin is going to show you immediately the changes. It's going to feel dry. It's going to feel cracked. Your lips are going to feel chapped. And that is your body through your skin telling you that you are not taking care of yourself in the right way. At that point, you need to say, okay, I listen to you. I'm going to drink more water, right? Same thing. It could be you. It could be the person who your kids, if you're taking care, if you have smaller kids or grown-up kids, and it is even very important for some of us said there are older people in our lives and we are taking care of them immediately. For caregivers, even for caregivers of people who cannot talk or who are not in a way to express themselves, by looking at their skin, you can say what is going on and help them, right? Somebody in the bed for a long period of time, if they're sick and on the bed for the long period of time, they are going to see that like the skin is going to have some bed sores or something saying that, hey, this person's environment needs cleaning. So skin is very important. So that is one thing. Same way, if the holiday seasons are coming up, right? We might forget to drink water, we might forget to exercise, we might forget to do things. And if we are eating a lot of unhealthy food, right? When we are drinking a lot of alcohol, your skin is going to show the dryness. If you're eating a lot of fried food, then again your skin is going to show that. Your skin is going to say, okay, I'm going to look oily. I'm going to put that sheen on the skin. So you know that you have to get back on track and take care of yourself. Right? So that is the most important thing. Like, listen to your skin. The changes that are going on is going to show. Same way, if you are sad, your skin is going to show, right? Our skin is going to show. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to see, okay, my face is not feeling the same. There's some dark circles under my eyes. If you're not sleeping well, okay, your skin under your eyes are going to show. Right, so very important. Same thing, we cannot always be going in the right path. Just like in my life, I grew up in India with Ayurvedic type of skincare. Okay, and food was home cooked every day. In India, storing in the refrigerator and eating the next day or the next week, those things are very minimal. Okay, our fridge, I remember when I was small, used to have some milk if it is leftover, yogurt if it is leftover. Other than that, food was cooked fresh. Every meal was cooked fresh and eaten at that time. So that's how I grew up. My skincare came from my kitchen. All of those things were good. And I came here, I'm 46 now. So I came here when I was 29 years old. And so when I came here, I came to study here, and I didn't focus on what I ate. I didn't focus on how I take care of my skin, how I take care of myself. Slowly, I started seeing changes in my skin. I said, okay, this is not, it's okay. This is change in weather. This is change in this, change in that. But my skin alerted me so many times, which I did not listen. And few years ago, about 4 years ago, I was stuck with severe eczema all the way from my scalp, all the way to my toe. I stayed inside my room, just one, like a house coat. That's all I can wear. If I wear anything more than that, the eczema would start itching and bleeding. So I let it go to that extent. I did not listen to my skin. I did not listen to myself, and I let it go to myself. But here's the best part about it. There is always a solution to get back on the right path. So never get discouraged, never get sad, never get Don't think that, okay, something happened and this is the end. It is never like that. There is always a turnaround, and there is always a chance to get back on the right path. And that is what I did. And that is how the skincare line was born as well, when I got stuck with eczema. So I went back to my roots. I thought about the ingredients. I asked my mom, and I collected all of those ingredients and started using them for my skincare. And then I also started bringing back my eating habits, my yoga, all of that into my life. And I saw within a few months, I was back to my normal self. Yes, I do have ups and downs with my weight because it's hard to control sometimes what we eat, especially during the holiday season. But here I am today. If people look at me, they cannot even say that I was stuck with eczema from head to toe. So that's how the skincare line was born. And that is what I really wanted to come and share here is, okay, if there is something going on within the body, okay, your skin will show. Your skin cells are connected. Like every organ in the body is connected to other organs, but your skin is the largest organ, which is probably connected to most other organs within yourself. And anything, if there is a gut issue, your skin is going to say. How many of you have had food allergy that shows on the skin? The food is going into the gut, but your skin is showing the allergy, the rashes that come on. There's pollen allergy, there's something around us happening, your skin is going to show, okay, there's something else changing around you. You need to go take care of yourself. So that is so important. Same way, exercising is so important, right? Exercising is so important because if you don't exercise, as we go and keep doing things, and as we age gracefully, our skin is definitely going to go through the changes based on the changes that are happening within us, the hormonal changes that are happening within us. And if you watch closely, you will see the changes. And that's the point we have to say, okay, I know I'm changing within, because that's the nature of life. And that's how we are built. We are built to age and take care of yourself, right? Not just your skin, your hair, your scalp. So that is self-care. Self-care, we think, okay, I need to go to a movie, I need to go and party, I need to, yes, there are so many ways of self-care, and self-love. And to me, doing the right things every day is also part of self-care, right? If you say, oh, today I'm going to do, self-care is not something we do once a week. Self-care is not something that we schedule time for. Self-care is built within us. Self-care should be built within our lifestyle, right? Eating on time, sleeping on time. All of those things count, and that is what self-care is about. So there is times when we will go up and down, and we will be hit with certain things in life, because that is the nature of life. We heard so many beautiful speakers here say how things that happened in their life, and all I heard was that made them even stronger, come out more beautiful as a beautiful person. So that is the key. What are we going to do with what is happening to us? And everything is starting with us. I always say that, Jen, you know that, right? We always look at it the other way. We say we are connected to the universe, right? No, the universe is connected to you. You are the center of your world. And then you have this layer of close people or close environment, your house, your family. So then comes the second circle. Okay, extended family, work, people whom you work with. And then comes the additional, okay, my town, myself. So everything starts with you. And Mahatma Gandhi has beautifully said, be the change that you want to see in this world. He didn't say, go change the world to how you like it to be. No, if you change, then slowly the things around you will also change. And that is so important to anything you want to see, start within yourself, right? If we start doing things, I'm sure our kids will follow in our footsteps. Not today, but someday. Today, they might think we are crazy, right? Sometimes my kids think I'm crazy doing certain things. But as they grow, my older one, now she's 25 years old. And I see she does a lot of things that I used to do before. I never asked her to do it, but they learn by watching. Like we saw Jen's kids so beautifully as illustrated books, right? And she's here talking and giving us an inspiration speech. I'm sure she learned it from Jen. I'm sure where else, right? She's seeing mom at home doing this. Okay, I need to walk in that footsteps. And tomorrow, trust me, they will at some point come in our footsteps and do it. Like my kids, they when my like I said, my older one, I used to tell her about skincare and this and that. Oh, but the world of all the chemical products was the world to her. Right? We our culture in India, we put hair oil every day to take care. When I ask her to put hair oil, she no, not in this country. I don't want to do this. But today, I see her go to work, putting a few to smooth out her frizz. She puts my hair oil, and I'm so happy. So give them the space to also watch, learn, and grow. That's one thing. Nobody has to come. Yes, we have mentors and things like that. Even a mentor can only teach you if you are willing to learn. And to our kids, we are the biggest part of their life. Every year, their school teachers will come and go every year. But we are the teachers who are going to be with them for life. They watch anybody, our friends too, right? There might be, if a close friend is with us, then we can learn so many things from each other. Maybe at that moment they won't, but they keep watching you, and then they pick up on those small good things that we do. Same way bad things as well, right? Okay, mom got angry the other day like this. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should react in a different way. So it's beautiful how we can define how things should happen around us, which is so important. That's what we've been talking about, right? It's about how you look at things. It's about how you change a situation into a positive situation. I mean, I got laid off from a job a few years ago. I've never been without a job after I came to this country, and India as well. But a few years ago, I got laid off. At the first minute when that happens, yes, it strikes hard, and it's hard to digest it, or it's hard to take it. Because why? Because that is what human nature is. If God just wanted us all to have just one feeling, why would he create so many other feelings, right? Sadness, happiness. Yes, that will strike at the moment. And if it does, it's normal to take it. Take it, grieve it, cry, right? No one said strong people don't cry. It's where we cry and how we cry, right? So take the hard part, take the life lessons, take what is happening around you, digest it, and do not during that period when you are digesting what's going on, when something hard happens, when something happy happens as well, do not react immediately. Do not say things immediately, because when we are angry, when we are sad, yes, it's very important to watch what we are saying. Same thing when we are happy, because when we are happy, you don't know what you're committing to. It might be something that you don't want to do after you're done with that situation is over. Oh my God, what did I commit myself into? Right? And our kids know, they take advantage of this a lot, right? When we are happy, they come to mommy, can I have this? Maybe if they come another time, the answer will be no. But when you're happy, they know how to take advantage. And then they come and ask you at that right moment what to do. and you're happy, so you don't want to spoil your mood, you don't want to spoil the situation, the happy bubble you're in, and you're like, okay, you can have it. That could be a wrong decision later on anywhere in life. So everything is how we control our emotions and do things, right? And I know all of us have talked about it. So coming back to the point, everything is within us, and it starts within us. And if something is going on, nobody has to tell us. Every day, I know we look at ourselves in the mirror. Look at your skin will tell you. Take care of your skin self. Your skin will tell you you're drinking enough water. Your skin, if you drink excess water, that also your skin is going to tell you, right? Because there's going to be swelling, there's going to be edema. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm drinking like crazy 25 glasses of water every day, and I need to cut back on that, right? If you're not getting enough sunlight, your skin is going to tell you as well, right? There's not going to be enough exposure to vitamin D. So that's going to feel hard on your skin, and your skin is going to tell you that, hey, maybe you're feeling tired at that point. Your body is going to tell you, your skin is going to tell you, and you just have to listen to yourself and take care of yourself. We don't need anybody else around us telling us, hey, what is that under your eyes? Is that dark circles? Are you not sleeping well? No. We know the first thing as we look at ourselves in the mirror, and don't wait for somebody else to tell us what we have to do to ourselves and how we have to take care of ourselves. So everything starts within, and healing starts within. To heal others, we have to heal ourselves first. That is the key. If you are hurting, then you cannot help others heal, which is very important as well. You have to feel confident, you have to look confident, and then you can bring out the confidence in others around you. So that is what I wanted to say today in this summit. Jen, is that good? Did I miss on anything else?
Oh my God, is that good? Lakshmi, that was beautiful, amazing. It was so powerful. I mean, I don't even know where to start with what you said. There was so much that you said in there. I mean, I loved everything you said about what we teach our children, and the language that we use and how we speak, and really just our actions and thoughts and behaviors, and how we pass that along to our kids is so important. And also just keeping in mind that our kids are a reflection of us, which you so eloquently said, and the things that we do and the changes that we want to create for ourselves and how we want to see the world is how our children is going to see the world, and how they're going to want to create those same changes. So you hit it on the head. That was a beautiful, beautiful share. I loved every moment of it. And just so you know, too, my self-care is my skincare routine every single morning. I love taking care of my skin every morning, and I make sure that I do the whole toning and cleansing and everything related to that. But it's also about, like what you said, diet and how you're treating yourself, exercise, and what you're doing for yourself, and mental health. All of that is part of your skincare, and it shows on your skin, like you said, how you're feeling on the inside. And if you're sad or frustrated or just upset or angry, it does show through your skin. You're so very right about that. So it's so important that we are aware of those emotions and how it can truly affect our skin. But I mean, you went so much deeper than that when talking about the changes that we want to see, and I just absolutely loved every minute of your share, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Jen. And like when people come and talk to me about skincare, I don't talk about my products, and then a few minutes in, they'll say, I'm talking to you about my skincare. And I'll say, yes, I'm talking to you about your skincare too. Are you drinking enough water? Are you going out in the sun?
You know what the beautiful thing is? Just so everybody knows, Lakshmi and I both sell skincare products, different products, but yet we collaborate together and do these skin nutrition segments because we just believe in helping each other, and we just know the value of educating the community. I don't care that she has different products than me, and she doesn't care that I have different products from her. It's all about bringing our knowledge and bringing our awareness together to help the community. And as you can see, she's just a beautiful, sweet soul who I took so much to a liking to. So I'm so appreciative of her being here. Thank you.
Thank you. And the other funny part is I start talking to any male and they'll say, oh, okay, let me take this back to my wife. And I'll say, do you have skin or no? And they're like, oh, yeah. And then, okay, then let's talk about skincare, because if you have skin, then you have to get, now I have so many people coming to me and talking to me about skincare and asking me for products. Right. And that is definitely so important, because regardless of whether you're a male or a female or, you know, what your age is, you have to take care of yourself, and your skin is going to talk to you.
Love it. No, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. That was definitely much needed. I know thank you, Lakshmi. We still have Stay at Home Dad. Are you still with us? You are our next performance coming up. And I'm just loving every moment of this summit so far. You know, for those of you who have been joining in and tuning in, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all of you who have supported this event and who have truly made it a success. So with that, I'm going to pass it along to Stay at Home Dad for another wonderful performance. Take it away.
All right, here we go now.
That's okay.
Sorry, I'm back again.
No problem.
Strawberry, banana, 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 strawberry. I might get away to another place on another plane. I can't trust my brain on another peak. Maybe when I speak, I won't be ashamed. Have no feelings. How do I stop? No, I cannot. Been to the bottom, then scrape to the top. Aim at the stars, aim at the stars, eh. Aim with the gods, and stay with the farm, eh. All three winning, power staring on that. Strawberry, banana, 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 strawberry. I might get away to another place. I might get away, I might get away, I might get away to another place. I might get away, I might get away. Can't stop who you are, one day you'll be gold. I came with the vibe, put up with that sack. Get up in that back, pull up with your team. Go on, make a scene. Stay at home, dad, make it clap, clap, clap. Twerk with some candy. Lick it like a lollipop. Take a drink, don't stop. Blow a kiss, baby slide. Do your dance, do your dance on that height. We be on that. Strawberry, banana, 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 strawberry. I might get away to another place. I might get away, I might get away. I might get away to another place. I might get away, I might get away. Oh, oh,
So this next one is my upcoming single. It's called What It Sucks. Late Saturday night vibes. It's been a great summit, by the way. Very motivational.
I know that you're really not used to this. I don't waste time with that stupidness. I found out that I wasn't who I thought. And I don't really care about what Don't you think I can take being an employee? I can't bring myself to call no one boss. So I'm saying work sucks. I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my chick and get lit. Hey, work sucks. I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my kids and do hood rat things. Work sucks. I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my chick and get lit. Hey, work sucks. I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my kids and do hood rat things. Work sucks. I don't got time to be wasting my time with the littlest lies that you tell me. Came in on time, clocked in at 9. Why you messing with me, Terry? If I see you when we're not at work, I'll serve you all of your just desserts. I know I'll probably get fired. I got no cares left to give on earth. I don't need this job, I can leave whenever I want. I know that you need this, I ain't tryna knock. I'm just doing me, do whatever I want, do whatever I want. I'm so miserable, working all day, still struggling at home. I just can't take this no more, I'm about to quit, so Terry to eat it. So I'm trying, work sucks, I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my chick and get lit. Hey, work sucks, I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my kids and do hood rat things. Work sucks, I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my chick and get lit. Hey, work sucks, I just wanna smoke all day. Go out with my kids and do hood rat things. Work sucks. I be on my wave and I stay on my wave until I'm in the grave. Ay. I be on my wave and I stay on my wave until I'm in the grave. Hey, I be on my wave and I stay on my wave until I'm in the grave. Hey, I be on my wave and I stay on my wave until I'm in the grave. Hey.
Thank you for having me. I've been stay-at-home dad.
Stay at home, Dad. Thank you so much. Another phenomenal performance. We are wishing you the best of luck in your artist journey. And thank you for inspiring us today with your beautiful music. We appreciate that. For everybody who's been joining us this far, we do have one last performance. But before we get to that, I want to refer back to my beautiful speakers, Cornell, Ramona, Lakshmi, Laura, Mary. How are you all doing? I want to hear from you, my beautiful, phenomenal speakers. How have you been enjoying the summit? What are your thoughts? Because I am just fired up, and I think I'm going to do another one, but like next week, maybe. You know me.
I am thoroughly enjoying myself. The entertainment, the music, like you said, it gets you pumped up. And all of the speakers as well, with the phenomenal value, mad value that has been dropped from how to just keep yourself motivated and inspired and go inside to do the inner work and the hard work as well as the heart work with the T as well, and to just thrive, not just survive, but thrive. And forgiveness, even the message about forgiveness and how powerful it is. And gratitude, starting and ending each day with gratitude as well, is something that I definitely practice. And it definitely opens you up to receiving more and just being grateful and thankful for where you are and what you have. And with that said, I just wanted to just show that I have a whole gratitude journal right here that I actually fill out right here every single morning. That is one of my practices. So everyone has just did a phenomenal job sharing and giving as well as receiving, because I have definitely received a lot more than I gave today. So I definitely appreciate you guys, and being here with you guys is a privilege. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really been a phenomenal.
Like I said, this is the best way to spend a Saturday evening.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That warms my heart.
We could be doing so many other things, but taking this break, listening to these amazing messages, and carrying this away with, and definitely the thoughts that we take to bed with us is how we wake up.
Right. No, it's so true.
Guess how powerful tomorrow is going to be then for all of us.
Yes, it's going to be so powerful because we have all these beautiful motivation in our ears.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting because when I was putting this summit together, everybody was like, you put so much work into these summits because of the last one I did and this one. And they're like, well, what do you get out of it? And I'm like, honestly, it's a satisfaction of just the smile that spreads across someone's face, or the beautiful words, Lakshmi, that you just shared, or just what Ramona said about how something that somebody said here may have impacted her. It's all about thinking about other people and putting yourself, onto the side for a little bit and just remembering how you can truly impact others and warm their hearts and be able to just provide a little inspiration, especially during the holiday season. So this has just been an amazing, wonderful opportunity to lend my heart to other people and show them how much I care and how much I understand. Sometimes you're going through the pain and the grief and those tears and those hurtful moments, and I get it, and I know it can be hard and I know it can be challenging, but it's all about pulling yourself up and being able to push through the pain, through that face of adversity, and finding your way out and finding your purpose and finding your vision, and just knowing that you have that strength within you. Somebody was asking me that question today. As a matter of fact, they said, after learning about the Parkinson's, how are you able to sort of get through it and pull yourself up, and what were you doing? And I said, honestly, it's a strength that we all have within us. You just don't know that it's there, and you just have to uncover it. When you are met with unexpected news or something so out of the ordinary happens that throws your life out for a loop, when you're in that moment and in that situation, you just gather the strength and muster up all that you have within you. It just comes from somewhere within, and you just have to uncover it and let it become part of who you are. And she said, well, I don't know if I understand that. I said, you will understand it when you're in that situation, when you're faced with something so devastating that you want to fight for your life and you want to fight for the being of being happy. And I think she understood that a little bit. But that was sort of my way of telling her that we all have this inner strength, but sometimes we need others to help us pull it out. And that's what this summit is all about, is having all of you beautiful souls here with me to help uplift the community and just pull out that inner strength that we all have within us, right? So that's what it's all about. So again, I just want to say thank you to all of you. And I do want to share the last performance. We did have another one, but I don't know if he's going to be showing up today. This one is another one straight out of Trinidad and Tobago. And Emil did not tell me his name, but he's a 14-year-old kid. So this is just going to be really an amazing one. He is truly amazing. Can you guys hear that? He's only 14 years old, just so everybody knows. He's really tall, but he's only 14 years old, and that was just an amazing performance. Emil Fortune from Trinidad and Tobago sent him over my way, and he's just an amazing performer. So thank you, Emil. You didn't share his name with me, so I'm not sure what it is, but he was truly an amazing performer. So thank you all. Once again, thank you all for joining the Holiday Global Healing Motivational Summit. Thank you to all my beautiful speakers and sponsors. I truly have appreciated this night. It was really a perfect gem, and all of you did such a wonderful, beautiful job, and my hearts go out to you so much. And we'll be planning the next one very soon, because that's the person that I am. We always have lots of cool stuff coming up. We actually have a skincare virtual event tomorrow. If anybody's interested in attending, I would love for you to reach out. I think we also, let me see if I can just play any of these videos, because we do have some sponsor videos that I do want to play really quickly. So let me just do that really quickly if I can. I don't know if that's actually playing. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. Oh, it's not?
No, it's only showing your big screen and not the video, and the videos are not playing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't click over. Sorry.
No, always. Swear, I have like the worst problems with this Zoom thing. All right, we'll try that again, but yeah, I don't know. These technical difficulties with the Zoom starting to get to me a little bit, but we will play them in a little bit. But I do want to say a special thank you to Mary, who is one of the sponsors. Mary, did you want to talk a little bit about the pacifier, the Keep C pacifier? If you're able to, I know it's kind of late on your end.
No, I can for sure. I'm just not on video. But yes, thank you. We're very honored to sponsor this event. So I am the co-founder of Keep C, and it's an innovative, one-of-a-kind pacifier cover. It's the only one in the world that exists that covers the infamous Wubbanub, which is a pacifier that's attached to a small stuffed animal. We have air holes, food grade material, air holes to prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to mold. We are made in the USA. We are global. We have a couple global distributions, one in Taiwan and one in the Dubai area. And we ship in Canada and the United States. You can also use our pacifier cover with a pacifier clip and still keep your baby's pacifier safe and clean when not in use. And we cover over 20 pacifiers. Our biggest impact, or our biggest heart about, and what we love the most, is that we have a mission to impact 500,000 families by 2024 through our Give Back program. And we have two, one through our website, and you can get through my IG, American Farkas, or Keep C. It's KEEPSIE on Instagram or other social platforms. So the first give back we do, if you go through our website, if you buy a 3-pack, which is a Keepsy pack, we donate to Sylvie Bells. She is a nonprofit organization based out of Florida who is inspired by her daughter who had less than 10 days of survival rate. And I think she's probably 9 or 10 now. And they give NICU baskets to parents and families who have a NICU baby. And it's filled with lots of goodies that most parents need, or if they're in the hospital for a long time, they get gift cards, etc. So we're proud partners with them. And then through the Amazon site, we partnered with Brittany's Baskets of Hope. She is also a nonprofit organization. She's a young adult with Down syndrome, which you heard earlier in this summit that my son is a child with Down syndrome. And I met her because my son actually went to the same preschool as she did. She is also Revlon's Woman of the Year, I believe the title is, a few years ago. She's inspiring, and she gives baskets to families who had just birthed a baby with Down syndrome. So we are part of that organization as well. So that's our biggest heart and mission, is giving back to the community. And if anyone's listening to this, and you have a NICU or a PICU that you would like us to send some keepsies for the NICU babies or PICU babies that mean something to you, that may have helped someone you loved or your loved one, please just reach out to me. We donate, and we just want to help, try to keep our babies as passies as safe and clean as possible, because we know passies sometimes are things that help our babies survive and soothe them. So thank you, Jennifer, so much for allowing me to share and be part of this and supporting this. So this has been a beautiful summit, and
thank you so
happy
much.
holidays.
Yes, thank you, Mary, for your beautiful share. We always appreciate you, and we thank you so much for being here. So just quickly, for those of you that don't know me, again, I am the founder of Simply Healthy Global Media. I have a couple of different companies. I do health and wellness products, skincare products, as well as my new line of shirts, which you have to go pick out my new shirt, but I didn't show you for enough time today. Purpose, Passion, and Persistence. I have a couple more shirts under my clothing line as well. I also am a Global Summit producer and speaker. We do a lot of events, and I just launched networking events and things like that. So just tap into my website at Simply Healthy Global Media. And of course, I'm just so grateful to have all these wonderful, beautiful speakers here today. And the last thing too is I just finished my 4th book, which is called Mommy's Losing Her Superhero Powers. Go check it out. It's available on Amazon. Please go check it out. It's really my story about Parkinson's and how my family and I are overcoming adversity while dealing with this. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book, which my daughter so eloquently told you she illustrated with my other daughter. So looking forward to that. And we are just going to be planning lots of other cool things for the community. My goal for all of this, and part of Simply Healthy Global Media was to really help the community, bring some education, awareness, and motivation through podcasts, webinars, events like this, motivational apparel, and lots of other things will be launching soon to come. I'm really dedicated to the mission of wanting to help and uplift other people around me with the help and the support of all of you and all these speakers who've come on board today. So I just want to say a special thank you. I don't know if Cornell is still here. If you want to just give us a couple lasting words. Cornell, are you still with us? You want to talk a little bit about the EHAS mission as well? Cornell might not be, but Noah, Ramona, or Laura, any of you have any lasting words before we end this beautiful night? Well, it seems.
I'm sorry.
No, I thought everybody's going to bed.
I know, exactly. I would love to just again thank each and every one of you, and just to say that it was an absolute privilege and a pleasure to be here tonight in the Holiday Healing and Motivational Summit. And for anyone out there still listening, you are loved, you are valued, you are important, and you are special. And just the way that you're made, and just with the way that you are, regardless, you are not your past, and regardless of what you have actually been through, you are not those things. And you are absolutely, absolutely capable of achieving anything that you set your heart and your mind to achieving, and getting through, over and under and around whatever challenges you are actually dealing with and facing right now. So with that said, we just definitely want to wish you healing and wish you motivation and inspiration as well with this motivational and healing and motivational summit. So if you have been here, then we definitely are grateful. We are very grateful that you were able to be here as well. And we are grateful that we were able to serve you in some way, shape, or form tonight through the Global Holiday Healing and Motivational Summit. And thank you so much again, Jennifer Maharaj, for hosting this awesome summit, along with your empowerment team, Empowerment Minds team. So thank you to each and every one of you as well. So we appreciate you. So again, thankful, and have a great evening.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ramona, for those beautiful lasting words. And again, thank you all for tuning in. For those of you that have been tuning in, we appreciate you so much. And I hope you found some value today, and keep looking out. We have lots more to come. And everybody, I will just see if I can get these videos going. If not, I will see you all around soon. Thank you so much for joining, everyone.
Namaste, everybody.
Bye. Let's see if I can share the screen. Sharing of the screen thing is so annoying sometimes.
Namaste.
Okay, maybe it's not working.
Dance inadvertently is
So
a part of
we're just gonna end